World-Defying Dan God Chapter 4281, Red Magic Island. Chen Shang was deliberately teasing the Heavenly Mother Palace Master, and at the same time to test her. Unexpectedly her reaction was similar to Shen Zhenyi. Sister Palace Master, it's true. I have a pretty good relationship with her. I feel that I will be chasing her soon. Chen Shang laughed and said, if you want to stop me, it will be difficult, even if you are willing. If you chase me down, you can't stop me. Master Shen, you can't do this. You are together, and there is no good result. By the way, how did you know her? She should not be able to appear in the sanctuary. Tianmu Palace said. When Chen Shang heard her say this, she knew a lot of things back then, but Chen Shang asked her about the Shen family before, but she said she didn't know much. It seems that the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord has indeed concealed certain things, and I don't know why. Why there is no good result? Then do you and I have a good result? Chen Shang still smiled playfully. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord over there was about to die in a hurry, stomping his feet again and again. Master Shen, you must listen to me. Don't contact her, said the Palace Master Tianmu. She is a very dangerous woman, you have to listen to me. Why? Chen Shang curled his lips and said, I feel I want to be closer to her. At least she doesn't look like you wear a mask all day. She also promised to touch my thighs. You said you used to know me, and it's not sincere at all not to tell me how I met you. Chen Shang also intends to take this opportunity to see if he can ask who the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord is. Master Shen, I can't tell you who I am. Because I can't have too deep a relationship with you right now. Once you know who I am, we might have a relationship. Neither you nor me are good. Tianmu Palace Master sighed. This is true, I did not deceive you. When the time is right, I will let you know who I am. Shen Zhenyi seemed to have said before that it was dangerous to be with the Palace Master Tianmu, and it was even a bad thing for her. Chen Shang immediately thought of something, the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord might also be cursed. But why didn't Shen Zhenyi say it clearly? Sister Palace Master, tell me why I can't be with the Demon Soul Empress, be straightforward. Chen Shang said. She is a cursed woman. You will be with her, there will be no good results. Although I don't know how she escaped from the Demon Soul Star territory, she must be cursed. Said the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord. I also have a curse, I'm not afraid. Chen Shang was cast under the Forgotten Fate curse. Her curse is different, said Palace Master Tianmu, it will affect those around you. Then are you also cursed? Chen Shang asked. No, my situation is different. Heavenly Mother Palace Master sighed. Shen Gongzi, you should listen to my advice, don't have any feelings with her, it's best to cut off contact immediately. Okay, but she is so beautiful, I like her very much. Chen Shang pretended to be uncomfortable inside. The 100 flowers women who come from Aoshitiandi are so beautiful, why bother pursuing her? The Heavenly Mother Palace Master snorted softly. Sister Palace Master, I am also pursuing you. Chen Shang said. I am not just pursuing the Demon Soul Queen. You, the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord was completely speechless, and he hummed. I must advise my Heavenly Mother Palace Lord's girl, don't get close to a scumbag like you. Okay, I'm playing around. I'm Chen Shang, but a peerless man, I never disappoint any girl I like. Sister Palace Master, I will not disappoint you either. Don't be angry, Shen Shang laughed. Goodbye. Palace Master Tianmu was so angry that he directly cut off the talisman. Chen Shang put away the messenger and lay on the 6 gods mirror looking at the blue sky, looking forward to seeing Shen Zhenyi. As long as he sees her, he can figure out the situation of the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord. Moreover, he might be able to tease Shen Zhenyi. If the Heavenly Mother Palace Master knew that Chen Shang had just promised not to see the Demon Soul Queen, and that he was already on the road, he would definitely be annoyed. Zhenyi, where are you? I should be able to meet you soon. Chen Shang said, my flying magic weapon is very fast. Chen Shang, the Kanglan Sea is different from the land. The most dangerous Saint Profound Star is the Kanglan Sea. The most powerful creatures and all kinds of powerful things are in this ocean. Shen Zhenyi said. I'm not afraid. Tell me, how can I see you soon? Chen Shang asked. Afterwards, Shen Zhenyi told Chen Shang a position, and had to wait for the starry sky to appear at night, according to the star position to accurately find the island she was on. There are also many large and small islands in the Kanglan Sea, and those islands are also full of dangers. Chen Shang had long known that the Kanglan Sea was dangerous, but he did not know that there would be many powerful creatures in this sea. This shows that there are indeed some incredible secrets under the sea of blue waves, that's why this sea is so dangerous. At night, Chen Shang looked at the sky full of stars, looking for the star positions Shen Zhenyi said, and then constantly corrected his flying position, speeding up to the island where Shen Zhenyi was. The island she is on is called Red Demon Island, and there are many red demons on the island. This island is a very huge island, which looks like a hideous face from a high altitude. Chen Shang flew all night, and at noon the next day, he finally saw the island. It took him so long to fly at the speed of the 6 magic mirrors, which is considered very far away. This island looks very beautiful, with many big trees in the sky, as well as various beautiful flowers and trees. It is a giant island formed by a virgin forest that looks full of life. The island does not have mountains and is very flat, but there are many plants such as trees, and there are several large rivers on the island. Zhenyi, I am here. Chen Shang said, where are you? I'm near the lake in the middle of the blue river. Shen Zhenyi said, you should be able to see a blue river connecting to the lake in the center when you are high in the sky. I saw it, Chen Shang said, this island is so big, it looks like a small continent. The Scarlet Demon Island is one of the several large islands in the Kanglan Sea, which is considered moderately dangerous. Shen Zhenyi exhorted, but you still have to be more careful. The Scarlet Demon on this island is terrible. What are you doing on this island? Chen Shang asked. Find my weapon. I once asked someone to send my weapon out of the Demon Soul Star territory and hide it on this island. Shen Zhenyi said, it's just that after I came to this island, I lost my sensitivity to weapons. What kind of weapon? Chen Shang asked. Speaking of, you may not believe it, my weapon is one of the famous and peerless weapons, Suzaku Ruking Silk. Shen Zhenyi said proudly, have you heard of Suzaku Ruking Silk? This is my weapon, are you scared? Do you like this sight? Donate here. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4282, Tenderness Silk. Chen Shang was not shocked, but was shocked. Suzaku Ruking Sea was once in the hands of the Demon Soul Queen, and is now on this island. When Chen Shang came to Sanctuary, he wanted to look for Suzaku Tenderness, but he had no clue. Now that Shen Zhenyi said that, he finally knew how to find it. The question now is, how can I get Suzaku Tenderness Silk from Shen Zhenyi's hands? This Demon Soul Empress would definitely not let it out easily. Zhenyi, when did you get Suzaku Tenderness Silk? Chen Shang asked. I don't remember, anyway, I got it by accident. At that time, I was still in the Demon Soul Star territory and couldn't get out. It was Suzaku Ruking Sea who flew in by herself. Shen Zhenyi said, in short, it belongs to me now, yes. My magic weapon. Isn't the Demon Soul Star territory sealed because of the curse? Why can Suzaku Tender Silk come out? Chen Shang asked again. Because this is a magic weapon, not a member of the Demon Soul Girl Kingdom, nor a creature. Shen Zhenyi said, Chen Shang, you are on the same boat as me now. Don't go around saying that the vermilion bird is in my hand. Things inside. I'm definitely not going to say it. Of course Chen Shang wouldn't, but thinking about how to get Shen Zhenyi to give him the Suzaku Tenderness Silk. Now only you and my friends know that I have Suzaku Tenderness. My friends will not say it. If this matter goes out, it must be you. Shen Zhenyi snorted and warned, you, if you dare to say, then I will tell your secret too. I'm definitely not going to say. By the way, is your friend reliable? What kind of friend is it? He was willing to help you hide the Suzaku Tenderness Silk here. And I didn't want to steal your Suzaku Tenderness Silk. Shen Shang asked. That's my good friend, do you think anyone is as mean and indecent as you? Shen Zhenyi was a little angry, you are not allowed to doubt my good friend. Wait, who is it despicable? You've betrayed Junjun before, Chen Shang sneered, you were dirty once, too. I was to survive, at first I just hoped that Junjun could cooperate with me. Besides, I was not me at the time, and I had not yet awakened the memory of the Demon Queen. I grew up in the environment of Wushan Shrine, I can't be an honest person at all, otherwise I don't know how many times I have died. Shen Zhenyi said. Your friend is still in Sanctuary. Is it a man or a woman? Chen Shang really wanted to know that it would be unusual to be able to hide the Suzaku Tenderness. You know, there are very few people recognized by Suzaku Ruking Sea. The Demon Soul Queen is one, and her friends can also be recognized by Ruking Sea. What, are you jealous? Shen Zhenyi smiled and said, tell you, she is a female. And she is not a human like me. Isn't it a human? Chen Shang said in surprise, a beast. Well, like Junjun is a divine beast. Shen Junyi regretted. If I had awakened the memory of the Demon Soul Queen, I wouldn't have treated Junjun so much. Being friends with a divine beast would have been a very rare thing. But I was still a human mind at that time, so I wanted to control Junjun and make her my beast pet. I am also a human being, I never thought of controlling Junjun. Chen Shang pouted. HMPH, her heart already belongs to you. Shen Junyi despised. Shui should be this white dragon, it seems to be a bit interesting to you. I really don't understand, why are you so attractive? Let's talk about your friend. Chen Shang said, what kind of animal is she? Phoenix, Shen Junyi said. A very rare phoenix, but even rarer than a dragon. It's just, I can't contact her now. Phoenix, Chen Shang immediately thought of Feng Rushui, the snow phoenix. Could it be Feng Rushui? Why, haven't you heard of the phoenix divine bird? Shen Junyi said, like the vermilion bird, it is also a divine bird. She has a name. What's her name? Chen Shang asked quickly. Maybe I know her. How can you know Phoenix? Shen Junyi said, Phoenix is so noble and so rare, you can't know it. Is her name Feng Rushui? Chen Shang asked. Ah, you know Feng Rushui. Shen Junyi was surprised. Did Rushui help you hide the Suzaku tenderness silk here? Chen Shang asked. Rushui and I are very familiar. Very familiar? To what extent? Shen Junyi had a bad feeling when she thought that Chen Shang was a big carrot. Already kissed, what did you say? Chen Shang sighed. I didn't expect it to be like Shizang, but she didn't seem to have told me about Suzaku tenderness. You fellow, it's like snow that harms me. Shen Junyi gritted her teeth with anger, and could hear her angry curses from the messenger. I didn't harm her, she and I are in love with each other. Chen Shang said helplessly. Bah, don't sully the word joy. Shen Junyi snorted softly. It's not that Rushui helped me hide Suzaku's tenderness, but Rushui is also one of my good friends. Isn't it Rushui? Could it be Zuying? Chen Shang was surprised. The phoenix I know are the only two. You bastard, you have actually harmed Zuying. Shen Junyi was anxious, as if she was about to cry. So it's Zuying. I didn't expect that she had come into contact with Suzaku tenderness. Chen Shang had known before that Zuying had flown from Aoshitiandi to Sanctuary very early, because she was a phoenix and could fly out. How on earth was Zuying deceived by you? Who are you? Why do you look like a teenager? Shen Junyi had guessed before that Chen Shang was born again, so she appeared very young. How did you and Zuying meet? Chen Shang asked. I have been looking for her. I don't know where she went. She dashed into our Demon Soul Star territory back then, and she didn't know how she was able to enter and exit the Demon Soul Star territory. So I entrusted her to help me hide the Suzaku tenderness ribbon. Shen Junyi said very frustrated. I am worried that she will encounter unexpected events, and Rushui, I don't know how she is now. Rushui is fine, she should go to Heavenly Mother Holy Palace. Chen Shang said. Why is she going to the Tianmu Holy Palace? Shen Junyi was very upset when it came to the Tianmu Holy Palace. I've reached the sky above that lake, where are you? I'll go over to find you. Chen Shang asked. He just wanted to find Suzaku Rukingsi quickly and see if Zuying left any news on it. Boom! On the shore of the lake, a red light suddenly shot into the air, and then burst out brilliant fireworks. It was the signal I sent just now. Just come and find me. You have to be fast. Shen Junyi used the talisman to send a message to Chen Shang, urging her anxiously. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4283, Ancestral Mission. Chen Shang still wanted to ask why it was fast, but in a blink of an eye, he knew why it was fast. Because of the crimson mist all around the lake shore suddenly, the lake water surged fiercely. Wow! A huge and terrifying scarlet monster flew out from the lake. Chen Shang also saw a figure with a pair of red translucent wings behind him, flying quickly into the air. It was Shen Junyi who flew out. Chen Shang immediately controlled the 6 magic mirrors to fly over, and at the same time made the 6 magic mirrors bigger so that Shen Junyi could land. Junyi, I am here. Chen Shang yelled. After Shen Junyi spotted Chen Shang, she flew over Chen Shang quickly and landed on the 6 magic mirrors. As soon as the 6 magic mirrors caught Shen Junyi, they heard a sharp whistling sound. It turned out to be a huge red bat, and its body was still blazing, flying at an electric speed. Run! Shen Junyi exclaimed. Chen Shang controlled the 6 magic mirrors to move quickly, avoiding the sonic flames from the bat's mouth. The sound from the giant red bat is very unpleasant, but fortunately, the shield of the six gods mirror has the ability to isolate the sound. This guy's speed is so fast. Chen Zhang's 6 magic mirrors are already flying very fast, but the giant red bat can actually catch up. You can get rid of this thing by flying out of the Scarlet Demon Island. Shen Zhenyi said, none of these Scarlet Demon monsters can leave the Scarlet Demon Island. Not long after, Chen Shang flew out of the Red Demon Island, and then hovered in the air. Shen Zhenyi also breathed a sigh of relief. If it were her flying speed, she might not be able to get rid of the giant red bat just now. It's a dangerous place. Chen Shang recalled the huge scarlet monsters just now, and felt a little scared. If he hadn't been able to fly, it would be difficult to enter the Red Demon Island. I'm all here to signal you, otherwise I wouldn't make such a big movement. Shen Zhenyi snorted. Chen Shang looked at the fascinating and charming demon soul queen with red hair and red eyes, and said with a smile, you look red too, aren't you also a scarlet demon? If I were the scarlet demon, I would definitely eat you raw. Shen Zhenyi snorted. You little villain, making such a big disturbance on the Scarlet Demon Island, it will be even more difficult for me to find the vermilion bird. I blame you. Where is Suzaku Ruking Sea on the Red Demon Island? We fly over, and then carefully land and take it out. Isn't that all right? Chen Shang said, what's the problem with this? You can fly, and you are not stupid. Why didn't you think of this method? The problem is, I don't even know where the vermilion bird tenderness is hidden on the Red Demon Island. Shen Zhenyi said. Zuying only said that it was hidden in the Red Demon Island in the Kanglan Sea of Saint Profound Star, and it was very safe. The magic island is so big, the situation here is like this again. Zuying is also true, but since she hides the tenderness silk here, she must have a way to obtain the tenderness of the Suzaku. Didn't she tell you how to take the tenderness of the Suzaku? Chen Shang wondered said. Zuying is not a mindless person. Little villain, how did you cheat Zuying and Rushui? They are all my good sisters, all fell into your devil's claws. Shen Zhenyi poked Chen Shang with a look of grief and anger. Chest. I didn't cheat them, it's all fate, Chen Shang said, when the fate of you and me comes, you will understand. I'm Pooh, you can't have any fate between me and you. Shen Zhenyi curled her lips and said, I warned you before that you can't have the idea of chasing me, you forgot so soon. I won't talk to you. Did Shui tell you how to get Suzaku tenderness silk? Chen Shang asked, since she is your good sister, she will definitely not prevent you from coming to the Scarlet Demon Island to take an adventure. Quote. Shen Zhenyi bit her lip, as if she couldn't tell. Say it, don't you want the vermilion bird tenderness silk? Chen Shang knew that Shen Zhenyi must be hiding something. He quickly shrank and said with a look of fear, are you going to sacrifice something? Zuying said, let me go to the Heavenly Mother Palace Master. With her help, I can get the Suzaku tenderness silk. Shen Zhenyi said, but you know, I can't find her. It turned out to be like this. Chen Shang smiled. You can't go to her, then I will ask her for help on your behalf. She is kind to me and will definitely help me. Don't go, even if I don't want Suzaku's tenderness, I will never ask her for help. Shen Zhenyi immediately twisted Chen Zhang's handsome little face and barked her teeth. Little bad guy, listen to me, don't mention it in front of me. I don't want to hear about you and her. Zhenyi, are you sure you don't want Suzaku tenderness silk? Then let's go. Chen Shang said, you see that the Scarlet Demon Island is so big and there are so many dangerous things. We look for it aimlessly, and we will definitely face it. There are many dangerous ones, but I don't know when to find them. Of course I want it. Shen Zhenyi was very reluctant, bit her lip lightly, her eyes full of resentment, and whispered, I have feelings for Suzaku tenderness, I can't give up. Otherwise, I can help you find Suzaku tenderness silk, but you have to promise me one thing. Chen Shang said, it is Suzaku tenderness silk that I will use for 10 or 8 years, and then I will return it to you. No, Shen Zhenyi immediately objected. Suzaku tenderness silk is not recognized by everyone, if you borrow it, it will only make Suzaku tenderness silk disgusting to me. If Suzaku Ruking Sea dislikes me, then we don't want it, all right. Chen Shang said. This is fine. Shen Zhenyi knew that Chen Shang had the ability, and hoped that Chen Shang really had a way to find Suzaku tenderness. By the way, with regard to the knowledge cooperation between souls and gifts, we have to do it well. Chen Shang said. No problem, Shen Zhenyi also agreed. Also, you have to tell me about the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord. Why can't I go to her? You said it was for my good, and for her good. Chen Shang said again, I don't quite understand what you said. Quote. I'll tell you, let's find Suzaku Rukingsi first. Shen Junyi urged. If I can find it, I will fulfill my promise and touch your thigh. What is there to touch your thigh? Chen Shang smiled. I want to touch your face even more. Then hurry up and find Suzaku Tenderness Silk. Shen Junyi gave him a grimace, and said, I have to hurry up and stop the 6 sacred gates of this group of dogs. What are their plans? Chen Shang had secretly contacted Sister Xiaojing to let her feel the tenderness of Suzaku. Sister Xiaojing released her spiritual consciousness with all her strength to cover the Scarlet Demon Island not far away, and Chen Shang needed to fly over. Suzaku tenderness is really on the Red Demon Island, Sister Xiaojing can perceive it. Under the ocean of the sea, something terrible is sealed and cannot be obtained by the 6 sacred gates, otherwise Aoshi universe will be forever. Shen Junyi said, this is the mission that Aoshi God gave us. Our demon soul girl kingdom, it is because of accepting the mission of the ancestors that I am cursed. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4284, Mysterious Sea Bottom. Chen Shang was a little confused. The reason why the demon soul girl kingdom was cursed was because of the ancestral god's mission. After you accepted the ancestral god's mission, you were cursed. Chen Shang asked, as the proud ancestor **** burdening you? Of course not. The proud ancestor god was still very powerful at the beginning, able to fight against the miscellaneous things of the 6 sacred gates. But he was defeated later and his whereabouts are still unknown. The forces that once followed him were all liquidated by the 6 sacred gates. Shen Junyi said, because the soul girl kingdom is in the demon soul star region, it is difficult for them to penetrate, so they cursed us. 6 sacred gates know what ancestral god's mission you have accepted? Chen Shang asked. Of course we know that our demon soul girl kingdom also had a **** in the first place. Shen Junyi was so stubborn about the matter. Looking back, her eyes were full of hatred. Have Ao Shizuo talked to you about what is hidden under the Kanglan Sea? Chen Shang really couldn't understand, what could make Aoshi universe fall into eternal catastrophe. The Aoshi ancestral god mentioned by Shen Junyi is obviously the creator of Tao. Of course, the true Aoshi ancestral god is actually Chen Shang. It's just that for many years, the creator of the Taoist gods has been doing things outside under the name of the proud ancestor god, mainly to fight against the 6 sacred gates of the Minghan 6 clans. No, Shen Junyi shook her head. But no matter what, I must stop it, and I must not let the 6 holy gates get it, or the consequences will be disastrous. Chen Shang also heard from his father before that there was a remnant soul that killed the red dragon soul under the Kanglan Sea, and then there was another thing. His father didn't know what was there, only the 6 holy gates were on it. A lot of investment. Chen Shang, can you find Suzaku Rukingsi? Have you started looking for it? What is your idea of looking for Suzaku Rukingsi? Shen Junyi asked. Chen Shang now only controls the 6 divine mirrors, flying around over the Scarlet Demon Island. He has not yet encountered a flying Scarlet Demon monster, such as the giant red bat before, and he doesn't know where he went. I'm using this thing to perceive. Chen Shang patted the 6 magic mirrors they were riding in, and said, if it goes well, you will soon be able to find Suzaku tenderness. After all, Sister Xiaojing was once the weapon spirit of the 4 elephants. Even though Suzaku Rukingsi had separated from her and gave birth to the spirits, she still had a special connection to the 4 elephants. The 4 elephants have their own weapon souls, and they will also recognize her. This is the special emotion between her and the 4 elephants. Actually, Suzaku Tenderness Silk was given to me by Ao Shizuo God. Shen Junyi suddenly said, I didn't tell you before because I was afraid that you would pass it on. What and what? Chen Shang looked dumbfounded. Suzaku Tenderness Silk, one of the 4 elephants, was originally sealed, but it was in my hand and it was given by the proud ancestor god. If this matter is spread out, it will cause an uproar. Shen Junyi said, Ao Shizushin will definitely suffer from many people's insults for this. In that case, the reason why the 4 elephants has become a peerless weapon that everyone talks about is because the 6 sacred gates have been secretly spreading rumors. Chen Shang said. Of course not. Because the 4 elephants have indeed slaughtered a lot of creatures, they gradually become evil in the end before being sealed. Shen Junyi said, but I suspect that the 4 elephants have been exposed to some kind of energy. It will become like that. You've been in contact with Suzaku Tenderness Silk, how did it become? Chen Shang said, is it full of evil spirits? No, the Suzaku tenderness silk I got has been purified. Shenjunni shook her head and said, I guess that the terrible thing under the sea of blue water may be the culprit that pollutes the 4 elephants. Chen Shang also thought of the 6 magic mirrors. After he regained the 6 magic mirrors, Little Mirror's sister had already blackened. Could it be that the 6 magic mirrors have ever been under the Kanglan Sea? It's just that Sister Xiaojing lost this memory. Sister Xiaojing has lost a lot of memories. For example, she once left out Shi Tiandi, and her memories of fighting outside the sky are all lost. Now she has only a little vague impression, as if she had had a similar dream. Brother, I perceive it. Sister Xiaojing suddenly spoke to Chen Shang. I will now control the 6 magic mirrors and stop on the Suzaku tenderness silk. Is it true Suzaku tenderness silk? Chen Shang was very surprised. Of course, it's just that the breath is too weak. I don't know why, no matter what, it must be the breath of Suzaku's tenderness. I finally felt it. Sister Xiaojing was also very happy, and laughed happily. Great, I finally found Suzaku tenderness. The 6 magic mirrors stopped in the sky above a forest, and slowly landed after being invisible. Have you found it? Shenjunni didn't dare to breathe, and secretly transmitted to Chen Shang. Yes, right below. Chen Shang said, there shouldn't be any danger here, right? How could it not? There are dangers everywhere on the Scarlet Demon Island. Shenjunni heard Chen Shang speak, and quickly covered his mouth with her hand. After the 6 divine mirrors descended slowly, through the dense canopy, they saw very huge old trees. Each giant tree is very thick and tall, and its trunk looks like a giant pillar of Optimus. Chen Shang and Shenjunni stood on the 6-way magic mirror and flew past a tree trunk. They suddenly felt as if they were flying by the cliff of a huge mountain. They only felt very small. The 6 magic mirrors flew around the trunk of a giant tree. After a while, I saw a tree hole. Is it hiding here? Chen Shang asked in surprise. There are a lot of tree holes, and it's not a big deal here. Shenjunni said. When she was outside the tree cave, Shenjunni felt that there was a strong barrier at the entrance of the cave, and on the inner wall of the entrance there was a phoenix totem with a large palm. That's it, it's Zuying's phoenix totem. Shenjunni said in surprise. The 6 divine mirrors flew to the entrance of the cave, blocked by the barrier. Can't get in. Shenjunni touched the lower barrier and frowned. How can I break this barrier? Junni, hold me up and fly. Chen Shang said. Why should I hold you? Shenjunni only felt that Chen Shang had other ideas. Hurry up, Chen Shang urged. Shenjunni let out her wings, then hugged Chen Shang in the air. Chen Shang immediately controlled the 6 divine mirrors to become smaller, and then illuminated the enchantment at the entrance of the cave. The barrier was quickly opened by the 6 divine mirrors. Fly in, Chen Shang hurriedly yelled. Open the barrier, and the aura of Suzaku's tenderness has leaked out, which will attract those monsters. Just now, Shenjunni also sensed the breath coming out of the cave entrance. She looked around and hurriedly led Chen Shang into the tree hole. Just as he entered, there was a roar of beasts outside. This tree will be destroyed by the beasts soon, we have to quickly take away the Suzaku tenderness silk. Shenjunni panicked, and then rushed to the depths of the tree hole. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4285, Red Demon. It was true that a large number of scarlet monsters were drawn over, but Chen Shang was not in a hurry to fetch Suzaku tenderness silk. He saw Shenjunni rushing in, so he could only catch up with her immediately, and then grabbed her. We must hurry up now. Shenjunni was very anxious, trying to break free of Chen Zhang's hand. It's dangerous, Chen Shang said solemnly. Do you think this tree hole is that simple? After Chen Shang finished speaking, he illuminated the front with 6 divine mirrors, emitting a strong white light, illuminating the tree hole brightly. At this time, many densely packed red silk threads could be seen forming a net in front. Without the illumination of the 6 magic mirrors, those red silk nets would not be visible at all. This is a trap formation, Chen Shang said. If it is touched, it will definitely be very dangerous. Maybe some killing formations will be activated. Boom boom boom. At this time, the big tree trembled violently, and there was a burst of loud noises outside. It should be the red monsters attacking the big tree. Shenjunni also calmed down at this moment, breaking the barrier outside to enter, but it was not enough. There are indeed other obstacles here, otherwise it would be too easy to get Suzaku tenderness silk. Then what should I do now? Shenjunni looked at the entrance of the cave, and there was a strong atmosphere of evil spirits. Don't worry, this tree hole is very small, those guys can't get in temporarily. Chen Shang said. And have you found it? The trees on this island are very dense. Yes, there are many giant monsters on the Red Demon Island, and the power of those monsters is very powerful. But the trees on the Red Demon Island are intact and have not been damaged, indicating that these trees are very strong. Shen Junyi also calmed down. She was so dazzled by Suzaku's tenderness that she didn't consider so many details. So, calm down, Chen Shang smiled, and then controlled the 6 magic mirrors to continue to emit light, illuminating the red silk screen in front. You little mirror is amazing. It is a fast-flying magic weapon, and it can also produce a strong protective shield. It can search for Suzaku's tenderness and break through the strong barrier outside. Now you can find this again. Kind of trap array. Only now did Shen Junyi realize that the magic weapon she had taken many times in flight was so powerful. Do you know what I like most about this small mirror? Chen Shang smiled. You can't guess the biggest advantage of this small mirror. What's the magic? Wait, I remember, this thing seemed to have flown out before, and then broke the gods of those people, and then poisoned them. Shen Junyi recalled, shocked. This little mirror, or is it an attacking weapon? She used to fight with Shen Shang when she was Chen Zhang's little slave girl before, but at that time Chen Shang used poison. It does have the ability to attack, but this is not the best place for me. Chen Shang laughed. What the asterisk is your little mirror? How come it seems that you can do anything? Shen Junyi snorted softly, I'm too lazy to guess, just tell me. I'm the most handsome and beautiful me who was photographed with a small mirror. Chen Shang laughed. If you don't believe me, I will take a picture of you later, you will look better in the mirror. I don't believe it, I'm already beautiful enough, and looking in the mirror is my original look, it's impossible to be beautiful. Shen Junyi was full of doubts. I'm also handsome, but looking in the mirror can be more handsome, I won't lie to you. Chen Shang said. That's okay, let me try it later. Shen Junyi was also aroused by curiosity, she also wanted to see a more beautiful herself. Only then did she realize that, just like Shen Shang, she was more narcissistic and full of confidence in her appearance. So they did not attack each other's appearance, after all, they all recognized that each other's looks were extremely high. After a while, the red silk screen in front finally disappeared. Solved, Chen Shang said, hurry up and take a look in the mirror. Shen Junyi said. Wait, there are many more ahead. Chen Shang continued to hold the mirror, illuminating the front, and said, wait until we get the vermilion bird silk and leave this ghost place. Yeah, Shen Junyi nodded. She also saw the front, and a group of blue silk nets gradually emerged, this time it was blue. The roar of the beasts outside continued, and the tree was madly impacted. There were even red monsters sticking their faces to the entrance of the cave, and scorching evil energy continued to pour into it. Fortunately, they were all blocked by Chen Shang with 6 magic mirrors. After Shen Junyi felt the energy just now, she was secretly frightened. If she didn't block Chen Shang with the small mirror, but asked her to resist it, it would consume her greatly. Chen Shang, your little mirror has such a strong defensive power, it can't be driven by your strength, right? Shen Junyi asked, if it were me, I could only block the attack a dozen times just now. Of course it's not my power. The small mirror consumes DZI beads. Whether it is flying, defense, or attack, you need to consume DZI beads. Chen Shang looked helpless and sad, and said, you know me now, why do you collect so many DZI beads? This is what Shen Junyi has always been puzzled about, now she finally understands. So, how many DZI beads did you consume just now? Shen Junyi asked in surprise. More than 10 billion, actually, I came to find you, and spent a total of tens of billions. Chen Shang said, fortunately, I have enough DZI beads, otherwise I would not dare to come to the sea. Chen Shang has more than 1200 billion DZI beads in his hands, so he has enough confidence. Okay, it seems that not everyone can afford this little mirror. Shen Junyi exclaimed. It is also because you are an alchemist that you can make alchemy in exchange for DZI, so you can afford it. If you give it to me, I too can't afford it. It took quite a long time for Chen Shang to get through all the trap formations of this passage and came to the end. At the end was a door, and after opening the door, there was an extremely hot room inside. There is a black box in the middle of the room. There is no danger here. Chen Shang walked over and tried to open the box, frowning, it's not easy to open, it seems that you need a special key. Damn, the key should be in the hands of the Heavenly Mother Palace Master. I really don't want to find that woman. Shen Junyi bit her lip and said, Chen Shang, you will be able to open the box, right? I promised you, as long as you can the Suzaku tenderness silk will be used for 10 years, and you will not lose. Of course I can open it. Shen Shang smiled. So we don't need to find that woman. HMPH, do you want to find her? Shen Junyi snorted coldly. Of course not. Chen Shang quickly waved his hand and smiled. Let's go, let's leave quickly. Open here, I'm afraid the movement will be bigger, maybe the whole island will be fried. I'll clear the way, Shen Junyi said, because there are still many red monsters outside. After all, she was in the holy Venerable realm now. Although she couldn't kill such a large group of scarlet monsters, she still had no problem opening a path. However, when she rushed out, she found many people covered in red scales floating outside. They all had a pair of bat wings. Yes, it's the Scarlet Demon. Shen Junyi immediately returned to the entrance of the cave, with a look of horror. I didn't expect the legend to be true. There are really a group of Scarlet Demon on the Scarlet Demon Island. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4286, Another Egg. Seeing Shen Junyi being frightened back, Chen Shang suddenly felt that this charming and cold woman was a little cute. I used to shout loudly to open the way, but I just ran out and came back. You are the queen of the demon soul, you can't be so persuaded. Chen Shang couldn't help laughing. Are you serious? The Scarlet Demon is very powerful and can fly. Shen Junyi said with a solemn expression. They have a lot of them now. Although my cultivation base is above them, it will definitely be difficult to be besieged by them. Escape. You can only use this. Chen Shang shook the 6 magic mirrors in his hand. As long as we fly out of the Scarlet Demon Island, we're all done. Shen Junyi nodded. She was quite relieved of Chen Zhang's 6 mirrors. Chen Shang made the 6 magic mirrors much larger, enough for him and Shen Junyi to stand up. Because this tree hole is too small, the 6 Dao mirror cannot become too large. In this way, when Chen Shang and Shen Junyi are standing in the 6 Dao mirror, they can only stick closely together. In order to make them stand firmer, Shen Junyi still hugged Chen Shang tightly. She didn't mind too much now, after all, it was a dangerous moment. We can go out, Shen Junyi said. It is best to strengthen the defense so as not to be attacked by them. Go. Chen Shang controlled the 6 magic mirrors to fly out. After going out, he saw many Scarlet Demon, with a pair of bat wings behind their backs. Their bodies were covered with red scales, their heads were like bat heads, and they also had long, loose purple hair. After seeing the 6 divine mirrors flying out, the Scarlet Demon made a sharp cry. The speed of the 6 magical mirrors was reaching the extreme, mainly because Chen Shang found that the Scarlet Demon was indeed terrifying. No wonder Shen Junyi was scared back before. The Scarlet Demon was also chasing the 6 god mirrors frantically, but they couldn't catch up. Although their speed was very fast, they were still a lot worse than the 6 god mirrors. You must know that Chen Zhang's 6-way magic mirror was burning a large number of DZI at this time, and it was able to have such a speed. During the flight, the 6 magic mirrors gradually became larger, and both Chen Shang and Shen Junyi could sit on the 6 magic mirrors. But in order to sit more firmly, Shen Junyi still hugged Chen Shang tightly. The Scarlet Demon chased the 6 sacred mirrors all the way until the 6 sacred mirrors flew out of the Scarlet Demon Island, and the Scarlet Demon flew back. It's finally safe. It always feels a little strange. Shen Junyi looked at the group of Scarlet Demon who flew back, wondering, there are a lot of them, there are hundreds of them, they chase us all the way, and they are very fast. Hurry, but they don't seem to be hostile and they didn't attack us. Yes, they just made a bad cry. Shen Shang said. Then do you look at them with your heart and eyes? Shen Junyi hurriedly asked. Your heart and eyes should be able to tell whether they are reliable. I can't see it, and I don't know what's going on. Chen Shang shook his head. The 6 sacred mirrors were suspended in the sky above the Kanglan Sea, not very far from the Scarlet Demon Island. It can be said to be very safe here now. Now you can open that box. Shen Junyi rubbed her hands, looking forward to the return of Suzaku's tenderness. Although it will be temporarily loaned to Chen Shang for 10 years, as long as Zukru Kingxi does not recognize Chen Shang, it still belongs to her. Even if Suzaku Kingxi recognizes Chen Shang, it will only be loaned to Chen Shang for 10 years. For her, 10 years is not too long. There is a keyhole here. Shen Junyi pointed to a small hole in the box and said, we think it's better to open it with a gentler method, lest there is any mechanism in this box that will damage the Suzaku tenderness. Chen Shang took out a small knife, which was the Qinglong Tumo knife after it became smaller. Under his control, the Qinglong Tumo knife became as thin as chopsticks, and then inserted into the keyhole. Then Chen Shang controlled the Qinglong Tumo knife to gradually grow larger, thus destroying the keyhole. Click, the box suddenly popped open. Shen Junyi, who was holding her breath, trembled with fright. Surprisingly, the moment the box was opened, it turned out to be very calm. There is no big movement that Chen Shang imagined before. The contents of the box also shocked Chen Shang and Shen Junyi. What's inside is not Suzaku tenderness silk, but an egg, a fiery red egg, and a strong Suzaku breath. This is the vermilion bird egg. Where's the vermilion bird silk? Shen Junyi was shocked. Where did Zuiying get the vermilion bird egg? This is Suzaku tenderness silk. Chen Shang said with certainty, this is Suzaku tenderness silk egg. Inside is Suzaku tenderness silk. The Suzaku tenderness silk that Lu Meng'er got before was hatched from an egg. Suzaku tenderness has evolved an ability to reproduce an egg, and after hatching, it will be the little Suzaku tenderness. What the hell, can a divine tool lay eggs? Shen Junyi only felt incredible, and said in surprise, what the **** is going on? How did you know? I've seen it before, Chen Shang said. The first owner of Suzaku Rukingsi also got an egg and hatched the little Suzaku Rukingsi. The first master, isn't it the proud ancestor god? Shen Junyi frowned. Chen Shang, your knowledge of the four elephants seems to be different from mine. Suzaku Rukingsi's first master is Lu Meng'er, who is my woman. Chen Shang said. The four elephants were produced by her participation in refining, and she has a special relationship with her. It's impossible. Suzaku's tenderness belongs to the proud ancestor god. Shen Junyi shook her head repeatedly. You will understand later, Chen Shang said. This egg needs to be irradiated with my small mirror before it can hatch. Shen Junyi could only hug Chen Shang to fly, and then turn the 6 magic mirrors over. Then they landed on the mirror again. Chen Shang placed the egg in the middle of the mirror and contacted Sister Xiaojing, saying, it's another Suzaku egg, and another Suzaku tenderness is about to be born. Where is the Suzaku Rukingsi? Little Mirror said. I always feel that the Suzaku Rukingsi is very close to us. Let's hatch first. Maybe the little Suzaku tenderness silk can lead us to the big Suzaku tenderness silk. Chen Shang said. Under the control of Sister Xiaojing, the 6 god mirror absorbed the energy of the G-bead, and then released light to shine on the vermilion bird egg. It didn't take long for the Suzaku egg to crack. Boom. The Suzaku egg suddenly burst, and then a fiery red ribbon appeared. The red ribbon was dancing like a naughty bird, and then wrapped around Shen Junyi. Shen Junyi has fiery red hair and red eyes. She and this vermilion bird's tenderness are also a good match. I can fly, Shen Junyi said ecstatically. This Suzaku tenderness thread seems to be better than my previous one. What is going on? She also believes in Chen Zhang's words now, because Chen Shang is sure that this egg can hatch a little Suzaku tenderness. At the same time, the Red Demon Island suddenly trembled. No, the barrier of Scarlet Demon Island seems to have been opened. Is it because of the vermilion bird egg? Chen Shang looked at Scarlet Demon Island with a solemn expression. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4287, Phoenix Empress. Suzaku tenderness just broke out of the shell, and there was such a big movement in the Red Devil Island, that's why Chen Shang thought of it. There had always been an enchantment on the Red Demon Island before, so the Red Demon in the island could not get out at all, and could not leave the Red Demon Island. Although the red monsters looked very evil and cruel, and also very powerful, they seemed to have never left the island. In Kanglinsi City, Chen Shang had never heard about the Scarlet Demon Island and the Scarlet Demon. In other words, very few people can reach this area, and it is even impossible to see the red monster on the island. If the Kanglinsi is large and unable to fly, it is indeed difficult to reach the Scarlet Demon Island. Although the sanctuary could fly in the past, there are still various dangers above the Kanglinsi, so few people can reach the far-reaching Kanglinsi. Junyi, have you been in contact with the Scarlet Demon Island before? How did you know about the Scarlet Demon Island? Chen Shang was suddenly curious about this Scarlet Demon Island. There must be other reasons why Zuiying hid Suzaku tenderness's egg here. I also saw it from ancient books. The Scarlet Demon Island has always been just a legend. Above the Kanglinsi is very terrifying. Shen Junyi said. The Scarlet Demon and the Scarlet Demon are the most terrifying of the Scarlet Demon Island's things. Really, why have I never heard of Dakun sect before? Chen Shang frowned and said, have you heard of Dakun sect before in the Demon Soul Girl Kingdom? Of course I have heard of it. Dakun sect is very famous, but because Kun Zu is gone, it gradually declined. It is said that it used to be comparable to the temples of heaven and the temple of Wushan. Shen Junyi said, actually, I have always been curious about the background of Dakun men. Why are you curious? Chen Shang knew the origin of Dakun sect, which was created by Guan Ying, a person from the Kun clan. Because when the Dakun sect was in its heyday, it was said that it could beat the 6 sacred gates. I once heard that the 6 sacred gates did not dare to move the Dakun sect. Shen Junyi said, but, behind the Dakun gate, it's not the Shen family, nor is it the 6th clan of life and soul, which is very strange. Why do you think it's not the 6th clan of life and soul? Chen Shang smiled. I know the background of Dakun sect. If it's the Fate Soul 6 races, why isn't Dakun sect like Zutian Temple and Wushan Shrine? Shen Junyi said. On the contrary, Dakun sect had once opposed the 6 sacred gates. It also often interacted with Zutian Temple and Wutian Shrine. Do it right. Really, why do I not know that the 6 sacred gates in Dakun sect have fought? Chen Shang was surprised. Is the Dakun sect that powerful? Because the Dakun gate gave Chen Shang the feeling that he looked like a salted fish, he was once the opponent of the 6 sacred gates. It seems that you don't understand Dakun sect at all, so how can you know the background of Dakun sect? Shen Junyi curled her lips and said, you know bragging. Dakun gate was created by a member of the Kun clan. Chen Shang said, do you know the Kun clan? Ah, it was created by the Kun people. It's impossible. Shen Junyi shook her head and said, what are the Kun people doing with Dakun gate? I don't know. Chen Shang said, but that Kun clan person is a person full of ideals, but the reality is too cruel. Guan Ying is indeed an idealist. She has been deceived by the high-level Kun people for many years. To tell the truth, Chen Shang wants Guan Ying a bit now. This originally bald-headed woman became even more attractive after he became long and fluttering. The most important thing is that Guan Ying treats him well and is worthy of trust. Do you know people from the Kun clan? People from the 6th clan of Life Soul are in God's domain? Shen Junyi asked in surprise. At this time, the movement on the Red Demon Island was getting louder and louder. Of course I do. Chen Shang looked at the Scarlet Demon Island and said, should we go over and take a look? I always feel that the Scarlet Demon Island is not that simple. The enchantment of the Scarlet Demon Island is really gone, so we will be somewhat dangerous in the past. They might be able to chase out the Scarlet Demon Island. Shen Junyi is a little worried. She has already got the Suzaku Tenderness Silk, she naturally wants to go straight away. Over. However, like Shen Shang, she was curious about the Red Demon Island. She has heard about the Scarlet Demon Island for many years, and now that she has come to the Scarlet Demon Island, she also finds it weird. Don't be afraid, I can run away with this thing. Chen Shang patted the 6 mirrors and smiled. You should have seen it before. Of course I've seen it. It's just that, the situation on Kai Demon Island is different now. Shen Junyi said. Let's go. Chen Shang immediately controlled the 6 magic mirrors and quickly flew towards the Scarlet Demon Island. Chen Shang, I said before that I want to lend you the Suzaku Tenderness Silk. Shen Junyi took the Tenderness Silk entwined around her and handed it to Chen Shang. I do what I say. No need. Chen Shang pushed him back and said, this is little Suzaku Tenderness, I want the big one. The big one? Where can I find this? Shen Junyi shook her head. I don't know where Zuying put the big vermilion silk. Zuying didn't even know. It should be the big vermilion bird's tenderness that gave birth to an egg, which was regarded as compensation for you, and then flew away by herself. Chen Shang said. Really? Then where did she go? Will she have suffered an accident? Shen Junyi was suddenly very sad. Nothing will happen, Chen Shang said. 4 elephants, how can it be so easy to encounter accidents? Shen Shang, where did you learn the Azure Dragon magic art? The Shen family does not have the Azure Dragon magic art. Shen Junyi said, since you know the Azure Dragon magic art, do you know the Vermilion Dragon magic art? Of course I know, Chen Shang said with a smile. I don't just know, I also know the magical skill of Vermilion Bird. Impossible. Shen Junyi stood up in shock, staring at Chen Shang with wide eyes. Have you really mastered the magical skill of Vermilion Bird? Master. I am proficient in Vermilion's magic. Chen Shang said, don't be surprised. At this time, the 6 god mirrors flew to the Scarlet Demon Island. Suddenly there were fiery red spots in front of them. They were flying red demon. They were fast, and they were rushing towards this side. No, they are here. Shen Zhenyi said in horror. There are still a few of them in the Holy Venerable realm. Chen Shang immediately controlled the 6 magic mirrors, speeding up and flying away. The red demon's flying speed is very fast. If only Shen Zhenyi fly with her wings, she will definitely be caught up. Why do they fly so fast? Shen Zhenyi was a little flustered, shouting, Chen Shang, let's go quickly, don't go to the Scarlet Demon Island again. At this moment, the flying Scarlet Demon suddenly shouted, the 2, please stay, we are not malicious. The Phoenix Empress once left some things for us, it was given to the 2. Give it to us, Chen Shang said in surprise, and immediately slowed down. Maybe it's a trap, Shen Zhenyi said. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4288, Chalong. The Phoenix Empress has said that the person who can take the Suzaku Tenderness Silken is recognized again as a friend of the Chalong clan. Said the person. Crimson Dragon, are you not Scarlet Demon? Shen Zhenyi looked at them, surprised. What are you guys? We are the Chalong clan. Only after we were cursed did we become like this. For many years, the outside world has been spreading rumors to discredit us. The Chalong man said angrily. Chen Shang was shocked, because this Chalong clan obviously had a lot to do with killing Chalong. Why is there a Chalong clan? He never knew. Zuying was able to contact him, which means that Zuying must know a lot of things. By the way, who is the Phoenix Empress? Chen Shang asked. Her name is Zuying, and she told us at the beginning that 2 women will come and take the Suzaku Tenderness Silk. The Red Dragon man looked at Chen Shang with doubts in his eyes. This girl, you don't look like a woman. The atmosphere was a bit tense at first, but Shen Zhenyi almost laughed. Brother, I am a teenager. Chen Shang was also a little dumbfounded. Ah, the Phoenix Empress said that the one who took the Suzaku Tenderness Silk would belong to 2 women. After the Chalong said, he looked at Shen Zhenyi and asked, this girl, you are the queen of the demon soul. I am, Shen Zhenyi nodded. Where was the Mother Palace Master that day? The Chalongren looked at Chen Shang again. Could it be that the Heavenly Mother Palace Master was reincarnated and transformed into a boy? No, Chen Shang said quickly. She can't come. Big brother, don't care about these details. Now that the Suzaku's tenderness is returned to the Lord, isn't it all right? But, the Phoenix Empress has confessed. The 2 women who came to take the Suzaku Tenderness Silk will be the Heavenly Mother Palace Master and the Demon Soul Queen. The Chalongren shook his head repeatedly. We won't remember it wrong. Don't talk about it. Where is the thing Zuying asked you to give me? Shen Zhenyi asked. She also wanted to know what Zuying left behind, where she went, and where is the big vermilion bird tenderness. I can't take you there now. Unless the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord comes. Chalongren shook his head and said, Demon Queen, I'm sorry. Please also understand us, we are responsible for what the Phoenix Empress confessed. She will never be able to come. Shen Zhenyi suddenly sighed with grief. She is dead. Chen Shang raised his brows, and he didn't expect that the Demon Soul Queen could really respond to changes and act like it. But having said that, Shen Zhenyi is a bit too much. If the Heavenly Mother Palace Master knows that she said this, it is estimated that they will be killed right away. Is this true? The Chalong man was also startled. It's true. Presumably you should know that she is a sister to me. I won't lie to you about this kind of thing. Shen Zhenyi's charming and slightly cold beautiful eyes suddenly shed tears, her expression sadly stroking the tender silk entwined around her. The charming girl looks very sad and beautiful at the moment, and her pitiful look is very contagious. Queen, please be sorrowful. Chalongren also sighed and said, if this is the case, then we will give you the things. But, if the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord is not there, I am afraid it will be difficult for you to take it away. It doesn't matter, let's go take a look first. Shen Zhenyi nodded slightly and said, thank you for your understanding. Chen Shang secretly rejoiced that he had a heart and a clear eye, or else he hadn't known how many times he was deceived by this demon queen. Please come with us, Chalongren said, and then turned and flew towards Chidiman Island. At this time, Chen Shang quietly gave Shen Zhenyi a thumbs up and gave her a thumbs up. Shen Zhenyi glanced at Chen Shang with a winking eye, showing a hint of meaning. Chen Shang had put away the 6 magic mirrors and asked Shen Zhenyi to carry her, because using the 6 magic mirrors would consume a lot of DZI beads. Since there is no danger now, Chen Shang naturally put it away. I can carry you on my back, but you must be honest. Shen Zhenyi secretly transmitted to Chen Shang, I warn you, don't be too hands-on. Chen Shang just wrapped his hands around Shen Zhenyi's neck and responded, do I look that bad? I'm a good person. Little villain, Shen Zhenyi snorted softly, bad boy, didn't Zook's tenderness come out of that egg? That egg is not bad, right? The Chelong who flew in front, after hearing Shen Zhenyi's words, turned to look behind and said, I'm not talking about that egg. Shen Zhenyi was a little speechless, just thinking that this group of Chelong people had been sealed for too long. She suddenly thought of her demon soul girl kingdom, why not? The group of Chelong people in front, although they look scary, their conversation is really polite, and they feel very relieved. What Chen Shang wondered was, why couldn't his heart see them clearly? Brother Chelongren, is this island unblocked only today? Chen Shang asked, why did we suddenly unblock the Suzaku Tenderness Silk? We don't know, we also find it weird. It is reasonable to say that the barrier that restricts our access to Chelong Island is difficult to break, but it was suddenly unblocked just now. The Chelong person said, it is the patriarch of the Chelong clan. Chelong patriarch, how did your clan come into being? Chen Shang asked again. This is the secret of our Chelong clan, it cannot be passed on, please understand. Said the Chelong clan chief. Chen Shang didn't continue to ask, if he asked about killing Chelong, it might arouse their vigilance. Chelong patriarch, do you have any mission? Shen Zhenyi asked, why are you cursed by the seal? We have no mission, Chelong patriarch said. Shen Zhenyi thought that the Red Dragon clan, like their demon soul women's kingdom, was cursed by the seal because of the ancestral mission. But it doesn't seem to be the case now, it shows that the Chelong clan does have a big secret. Even now, Shen Zhenyi is full of vigilance, constantly secretly communicating to Chen Shang, reminding him to be ready to run away. They flew for most of the day and entered the center of Chelong Island. Generally speaking, this area is very dangerous. But after coming here, neither Chen Shang nor Shen Zhenyi felt any danger. After landing under the dense woods, I saw a small altar. The things left by the Phoenix Empress are in that altar. As for how to take them away, it's up to you. Said the Chelong patriarch. The altar was as big as a small house, it was black, and there were no carvings or the like. Zhenyi, it's up to you. Chen Shang said. Dozens of Chelong people walked far away, and they didn't seem to dare to approach the altar, and when they looked at the altar, their eyes were full of fear. Little villain, this thing is very dangerous, it seems to be the thing in the legend. Damn, I should have called the Lord of the Heavenly Mother Palace. Shen Zhenyi looked at the altar carefully, her face changed. Shen Zhenyi was so resistant to the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord, but after seeing the altar, she thought about joining hands with the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord, which shows that this altar is really terrifying. Do you like this site? Donate here. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4289, Altar of Heavenly Nightmare. Chen Shang didn't feel anything terrible. The altar looked ordinary and nothing special. What is this? Why are you so afraid of it? Chen Shang said, let's go and take a look. As soon as Chen Shang took 2 steps, she was dragged back by Shen Zhenyi. Don't go there first, Shen Zhenyi said solemnly, this altar is terrible. You'd better not go there until you know the situation. After speaking, she looked at the Chelong people hiding in the distance. Chelong patriarch, what kind of altar is this altar? Shen Zhenyi asked. The Demon Soul Queen, you should already know it, so why bother to ask us? Chelong patriarch shook his head and sighed, yes, it's the Heavenly Nightmare altar. Sure enough it is this thing. Shen Zhenyi said with a face full of fear, Chen Shang, let's go. Chen Shang just wanted to be optimistic about what Zuying left behind. He wanted to find Zuying's quickly, so he couldn't leave. What the ***** is the Heavenly Nightmare altar? Chen Shang wanted to break free of Shen Zhenyi's hand and walked over, but was caught firmly and prevented him from going over. A terrible altar. If you walk over, all your good memories will be sacrificed. Shen Zhenyi said, I have never experienced it. However, this altar will deprive you of all your good memories. Indeed, in our Demon Soul Star territory, there was such an altar, which caused a lot of people miserable. The Chelong patriarch hiding in the distance said, it is true. After the good memories of our people were sacrificed, they finally chose to sever themselves. Sacrifice away your beautiful memories. Chen Shang felt a little scary after hearing this. What if all my good memories are suddenly gone? Chen Shang could hardly imagine that feeling. How did this altar come from? Chen Shang asked. Why does Zuying put things in the altar? We don't know. Anyway, when this island appeared, the heavenly nightmare altar had already appeared. Chelong Patriarch shook his head. I don't know how the Phoenix Empress did it. She was not sacrificed and will put things in. She can, then I should too. Chen Shang planned to try. Don't mess around. Shen Junyi pulled Chen Shang again, not letting him go over. It's okay, Chen Shang said, I have confidence in my soul, and there is no power that can deprive me of my memory. Don't be stupid. The heavenly nightmare altar has a mysterious origin, and it is found in God's domain and sanctuary. Basically, the 6 sacred doors and the 6 fate soul races are also deeply affected. Shen Junyi sternly rebuked. I won't let you pass. How did Zuying do it? Chen Shang said, since Zuying can do it, I should do it too. If it can't be done, once you lose your best memory, you will be miserable. Shen Junyi said, I have seen too many examples of this. For many years in the Demon Soul Girl Kingdom, many girls when you touch the altar of Heavenly Nightmare, you will become neither human nor ghost. But Chen Shang still insisted on passing. Because, there seemed to be something in the altar of Heavenly Nightmare, which made his soul think about it, bursting out a very strong intuition, and he wanted to go and look at the things in the altar. Don't worry, nothing will happen. Chen Shang was confident in his soul, and he also had the means of prevention. I don't allow you to mess around. Shen Junyi said, although you are a little villain, you are also Zuying's friend. If Zuying knows that I didn't stop you in the future, she will definitely blame me. Hey, do you like me? Chen Shang laughed. Otherwise you wouldn't care about me so much. It can be seen that my previous experience of kissing you makes you unforgettable. Little villain, go to death. I don't care about you. After Shen Junyi heard this, she was very angry and shook Chen Zhang's hand vigorously. Chen Shang immediately rushed to the heavenly nightmare altar. Little bad guy, come back soon. Shen Junyi didn't expect that Chen Shang rushed to the side of the heavenly nightmare altar with a stride, and touched it. When she also wanted to pass, it was too late, and the black heavenly nightmare altar waved with black waves. That strange energy hit Shen Junyi continuously back. The sacrifice has begun, Chelong Patriarch shouted. Demon Soul Empress, you should stay away from the altar. Little villain, how are you now? Shen Junyi shouted. The sacrifice process is very painful, you must hold on. I'm fine, you should stay away from the altar. Shen Shang shouted. Shen Junyi could only retreat to the Chelongren, and then looked at the heavenly nightmare altar in the distance. Chen Shang placed his hands on the heavenly nightmare altar, and he did feel that his soul was being penetrated by a strange energy. That energy would search for his memory, but it was stopped by Chen Zhang's powerful soul. What kind of energy is this? It's really scary. After Chen Shang resisted, the altar seemed to be very angry, and suddenly violently vibrated, and then strengthened that energy. Huh, I can't help it. Chen Shang suddenly opened his mind and could see that the altar was surrounded by a cloud of golden light. Come in, Chen Shang sneered in his heart, and then used the dementing spell. His powerful soul is fully operating the devouring mana and dementing curse, combining these two mana. The golden light that enveloped the heavenly nightmare altar also crazily poured into his soul. He wants to devour the weird energy of the heavenly nightmare altar. Before long, all the golden energy that enveloped the heavenly nightmare altar entered his soul. It is also strange to say that this golden energy is like a spirit body. After entering his soul, it is directly absorbed by the mind and eyes of the soul of the soul. What's the matter? Was swallowed by Shinming eyes. Chen Shang was ecstatic in his heart. So, does his Shinming eyes also have the energy to deprive others of happy memories? Could it be that Soul Fu can gain power by swallowing it? After Chen Shang looked at the sea of soul prosperity, and then came back to his senses, at this time, the black divine altar gradually calmed down. The heavenly nightmare altar was black and very strong before, but now it has become a pile of yellow mud. It is the golden energy that makes the altar strong. All the members of the Chelong tribe were dumbfounded, and Shen Junyi was also shocked. Over the years, they have thought of many ways to destroy the heavenly nightmare altar, but they have never succeeded, and it is difficult to damage the altar. But Chen Shang didn't know what he did just now, so he turned the altar into a pile of mud. That's it, Chen Shang laughed a few times, and said, what kind of **** heavenly nightmare altar? It's really boring. Chen Shang, are you okay? Shen Junyi shouted from a distance, how are you feeling now? I feel great. Chen Shang waved to Shen Junyi. Come here, what Zuying left behind is a box. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4290, Destiny Disc. Shen Junyi still couldn't believe it, that the Heavenly Nightmare Altar actually fell like this. This was something they had feared for many years. Chen Shang walked over and hit the Heavenly Nightmare Altar with a punch. It turned out to be a pile of solid mud, which was smashed in an instant. What did you just do? Shen Junyi asked in amazement. Do you really have no other feelings now? This little brother, what did you do? How did you destroy the Heavenly Nightmare Altar? The Chelong Patriarch was also unbelievable. I don't know too well. Just now, there was a wave of energy about to invade my soul, and then I killed it. Chen Shang briefly described, and said, I just saw a lot of energy drifting away. Maybe the good memories of your people being deprived, have now returned. At the moment when the Heavenly Nightmare Altar collapsed, Chen Shang did see masses of things flying out. The beautiful memories swallowed by the Heavenly Nightmare Altar have been preserved, and I don't know what the Heavenly Nightmare Altar will do to deprive these beautiful memories. Seeing the Heavenly Nightmare Altar collapsed and Chen Shang was still standing on the ruins, Shen Junyi now believes that the Heavenly Nightmare Altar really fell down. She quickly walked over and came to Chen Zhang's side, and nothing happened. The Heavenly Nightmare Altar is really destroyed. Shen Junyi also grabbed a handful of soil and looked at it with wide eyes, to sense the energy in the soil, but she couldn't sense anything. This is the box Zuying left behind. Chen Shang dug out a black box from the ruins. He could directly see the box inside the altar with his heart and eyes, but he could not see through the shell of the box. Can it be opened? Shen Junyi asked. Does it require the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord to open it? Can't trouble me. Chen Shang looked at the box. Although there was no keyhole, there were many runes. He took out the 6 magic mirrors, and then pressed them on the box, and then asked Sister Xiaojing to sense the runes of the box. At this time, the Chelong Patriarch had been staring at the small mirror in Chen Zhang's hand. He only thought that the small mirror was very powerful, but he did not ask. Chen Shang also secretly noticed the eyes of the Chelong Patriarch, and then quickly released the light from his hand, covering the small mirror. In this way, he would no longer be stared at by the Chief Chelong. Under the operation of the 6 magic mirrors, the runes on the surface of the box were unwrapped, and then the box opened. There is a compass inside. The compass is very exquisite, engraved with a phoenix relief, and the whole body is like a fiery red jade. After the Daoyuan holy power is injected, the needle of the compass will rotate and point in one direction. Could this compass guide us to find anything? Chen Shang rummaged through the box again, but found nothing. Zuying didn't leave any other messages, but this compass must be of great use, otherwise it wouldn't be hidden in the Heavenly Nightmare Altar. Also, how did Zuying hide that box in the Heavenly Nightmare Altar? How did she do it? Chen Shang couldn't get the answer unless he could find Zuying. Are we going to follow the pointer? Shen Junyi said. I don't know where to guide us. Since Zuying stayed for you, it will definitely not hurt you. Chen Shang said, by the way, is the Heavenly Mother Palace Master and Zuying better? Maybe she knows the things here better. Quote. This, I don't know too well. Shen Junyi bit her lip and said, I have been trapped in the Demon Soul Star region for so many years. Zuying must have had more contacts with her. Do you want me to ask her? Chen Shang said. Then what are you going to ask? At this point, Shen Junyi could only compromise, because after she brought Chen Shang to Chelong Island, the Heavenly Nightmare Altar that she encountered frightened her. If it weren't for Chen Shang, she wouldn't be able to find Suzaku's tenderness by herself. Tell her directly, Chen Shang said. The Chelong Patriarch who was next to him was stunned, because Shen Junyi had said before that the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord was dead, but now she wants to contact the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord. By the way, Clan Chief Chelong, many of your people have been deprived of their good memories. You can go and see those who are still alive. They may have restored those good memories. Chen Shang said. He also wanted to distract the Chelong people and prevent them from contacting the 6 god mirrors. Thank you for your help. Chelong Patriarch also realized that Chen Shang was not easy, and then asked, my son, where is the little mirror before you? I seem familiar, most likely it is a legendary one. Artifact. It's not a magic weapon, it's just a magic weapon I used to break the seal barrier. Chen Shang smiled. Unexpectedly, the Chelong Patriarch actually thought of the 6 divine mirrors. Shen Junyi didn't care, but was entangled whether she should let Chen Shang contact the Heavenly Mother Palace Master and tell her what happened here. 2. You might as well stay here for a few more days. Chalong Patriarch said. We Chalong Island also want to know about the outside world, hoping to have a general understanding of the current era. We also have generous gifts. What kind of gift? Shen Junyi asked immediately. We have many DZI beads on Chalong Island. This should be of great use to you. Chalong Patriarch laughed. How much do you have? Chen Zhang's eyes suddenly glowed. He had consumed a lot of DZI beads before, and used nearly 100 billion DZI beads. He needs to add it now, so that he can be at ease. You can dig as much as you want. We don't have much demand for G beads, so we don't usually bother to dig them. Chalong Patriarch said, as long as the two of you can tell us something about this era. That's okay, Chen Shang nodded. Afterwards, Chen Shang and Shen Junyi followed the Chalong Patriarch to their tribal center. While on the road, Chen Shang took out the talisman to contact the Palace Master Tianmu, but couldn't contact because the distance was too far. He could only ask Sister Xiao Jing to place the messenger talisman in the center of the 6 magic mirrors, and pass the energy enhancement range of the 6 magic mirrors, which required a lot of DZI beads. Soon, he contacted the Lord of Heavenly Mother Palace. Sister Palace Master, I am with the Demon Soul Queen now. Chen Shang said directly. Master Shen, why don't you listen to me? How far have you developed with her? Are you sleeping together? After hearing this, the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord asked very anxiously. Sister Palace Master, what do you want? I just cooperated with her to go to the Kanglan Sea. I followed her to Chalong Island and took the vermilion bird tenderness silk left by Zuying. Chen Shang said. What? You can't take it away without me, said the Palace Master Tianmu. Zuying told me about it. We have succeeded, Chen Shang said with a smile. Don't forget who I am, how can I not take it away? By the way, she left a box. You, don't take that box. The box is placed in the Heavenly Nightmare Altar, it is very dangerous. Zuying gave me a special rune that can temporarily invalidate the Heavenly Nightmare Altar before taking the box. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord almost screamed. The Heavenly Nightmare Altar has been destroyed by me. I smoothly took out the box and there is a compass inside. Chen Shang asked, Sister Palace Master, you should know what a compass is. How did you destroy the Heavenly Nightmare Altar? That's the fate plate, the Heavenly Mother Palace Master shouted as if he was greatly frightened. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4291, Demon Soul Road. Hearing the 3 words of the Destiny Board, Chen Shang realized that this thing was extraordinary. What can the Destiny Disc be used for? Chen Shang asked. Where will the pointer guide me? Master Shen, don't use it indiscriminately. The Destiny Disc is very dangerous. You can only use it when it is suitable, otherwise it will kill you. The Heavenly Mother Palace Master said seriously, are you still on Chalong Island? The injury is not completely healed yet, I can't go and find you. You'd better leave Chalong Island and the Kanglan Sea immediately. Why? We have to explore the bottom of the Kanglan Sea. Chen Shang smiled. Sister Palace Master, don't worry about me. I am not worried about you, but care about you. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord also felt helpless at this moment, and sighed, you just listen to my advice. Don't rush to the Kanglanhai, it is not the time yet. When is the time? Chen Shang asked. The pointer of the Destiny Disc turns red, it's time. Palace Master Tianmu said. The Destiny Disc has a lot to do with the things hidden under the Kanglan Sea. Sister Palace Master, do you know Zuying too? Chen Shang asked. How is your relationship with her? Of course it's good. You want to know more things, it's better to meet me. The Heavenly Mother Palace Master sighed. Since you are with the Demon Soul Queen, then come over together. Aren't you very opposed to me being with her? Chen Shang smiled. Why don't you think it's okay now? You have already met, what can I do? But, it should be because she rejects me even more. I don't know whether she will come to see me, said the Heavenly Mother Palace Master. I will take her to see you. Chen Shang said. Okay, when you have a good talk with her, we will make an appointment to meet again. Heavenly Mother Palace Master said. My injury is almost healed. Chen Shang put away the talisman and said to Shen Junyi, would you like to see her? I'll see you, there are some things, I really want to stop. Shen Junyi seemed to make a difficult decision. Good, Chen Shang didn't expect that Shen Junyi would promise so simply. He guessed that it might be that Shen Junyi thought she was in trouble. After all, she brought Chen Shang to Chalong Island to get the Suzaku Tenderness Silk, which was full of dangers. If it weren't for Chen Shang, she would never have succeeded. Especially when she finally faced the heavenly nightmare altar, it made her feel lingering. In the next few days, Chen Shang and Shen Zhenyi stayed at Chelong Island and told the Chelong chieftain many things. The Chelong patriarch also fulfilled their promise and let Chen Shang and Shen Zhenyi dig G beads from here. There are a lot of DZI beads on Chelong Island, just below the deep ground. It took Chen Shang a lot of effort to dig out hundreds of billions. To dig out these DZI beads is trivial to this Chelong Island. He didn't dare to take too much, because he discovered that there was a large formation naturally formed under Chelong Island. If the DZI beads were taken away, the structure of the formation would be affected. After taking the DZI beads, Chen Shang and Shen Zhenyi returned. In order to save DZI beads, Shen Zhenyi flew high above the Kanglan Sea with Chen Shang on her back, and this is what she strongly requested. She was helping Chen Shang save DZI beads. After flying for 3 days, Chen Shang finally saw the coastal land and said, "We will return to Chelong Island. Go back to dig DZI beads. I think the Chelong people are pretty good. They are not kind of digging their DZI beads." Shen Zhenyi said, "Besides, you have dig a lot, should it be enough? When we go back, we are not going to dig DZI beads, but because of their Chelong clan, they have a very important position in the Kanglan Sea." Chen Shang said, "The Chelong clan has many secrets, which are hidden under Chelong Island." "What is it?" Shen Zhenyi didn't expect so much. "By the way, you said before that you would not let me go to the Palace Master Tianmu, saying that it was for my own good, and also for her good. What's the reason for this?" Chen Shang said, "You said, help you find Suzaku tenderness. Silk, you will tell me. Anyway, we are going to see her, can't it be clear at that time?" Shen Zhenyi said, "Let's do it, I'll talk when I see her." Chen Shang, who was lying on Shen Zhenyi's back, suddenly said with a smile, "You said before, to help you get the Suzaku tenderness silk, you let me touch my thighs. HMPH, didn't you say that there is nothing to touch your thighs? You said you want to touch your face." Shen Zhenyi said, "Come on, touch it as you like." On Shen Zhenyi's back, Chen Shang could only reach out from behind to rub her charming face. Shen Zhenyi was pinched very uncomfortably. Her red hair actually emitted faint red electric wires along with her emotions, and was accompanied by faint red flames. "Enough," Shen Zhenyi snorted coldly. "If you don't stop, I will throw you down." Shen Zhenyi is now flying high in the sky with Chen Shang on her back, but even if she throws Chen Shang down, Chen Shang can immediately release the 6 magic mirrors. "Stop teasing you," Shen Shang smiled. "I look forward to meeting the Palace Master Sister. It's a pity that she wears a mask and can't see her face." "Her face is nothing pretty," Shen Zhenyi said. "It's not as pretty as me. What is the relationship between you and her? You used to seem very familiar." Chen Shang was very curious. "She is my sister," Shen Zhenyi said. "We were born in the same well at the same time as her." "What was born in the same well?" Chen Shang asked, startled. "The Demon Soul Girl Kingdom and the Tianmu Holy Palace were once one. Later they split," Shen Zhenyi said. "The Demon Soul Girl Kingdom and the Tianmu Holy Palace are both women, and most of them were conceived through the Tiantai well." "That's it. Why did it split?" Chen Shang asked in confusion. "Because I walked on the Demon Soul Dao, she walked in the humane way. We had a lot of differences, so we split up later." Shen Zhenyi said. "The Heavenly Mother Spirit race of God's domain also opposes our Demon Soul Dao and has repeatedly suppressed us. To be honest, the Holy Palace of Heavenly Mother has never carried out the suppression mission seriously, which is considered to let us go." "What is the Demon Soul Dao?" Chen Shang was very curious, and then brushed Shen Zhenyi's long red hair, and said, "Are you practicing Demon Soul Dao to become like this?" "Almost. To be specific, wait until I see your Palace Master Sister." Shen Zhenyi said. "She knows the Demon Soul Dao better than I do." "What and what? Why does she know better?" Chen Shang was shocked. "Because she taught me at the beginning." Shen Zhenyi said. "When you see her, just ask her. She made me go this way." "Then what do you think of the Celestial Mother?" Chen Shang thought of the Celestial Mother, but the patriarch of the Celestial Mother soul race. "I don't think much. Anyway, we have been separated from the Heavenly Mother Spirit clan for many years, and she has nothing to do with us." When Shen Zhenyi said this, she was somewhat resentful. Chen Shang was very curious about the Demon Soul Dao, which seemed to make people stronger, so he wanted to try it. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4292, Acacia Soul Fu. Chen Shang lay on Shen Junyi's back, fiddled with her hair from time to time, touched her slightly pointed ears, and sometimes touched her face. He thinks that Shen Junyi has such an appearance because of the practice of Demon Soul Dao. Junyi, you regained control of the Demon Soul Dao after you awakened your memory, did you transform yourself? Chen Shang asked. Yes, the Demon Soul Dao is amazing, I don't know how that woman got it in the first place. She certainly didn't create it, but she taught it to me. Shen Junyi said, in short, I have benefited a lot from practicing Demon Soul Dao. I never regretted it. This made Chen Shang more curious about the Demon Soul Dao, which was obviously a special technique. I also want to practice Demon Soul Dao. Chen Shang smiled and said, Junyi, do you think I can practice successfully? I don't know. In short, if you practice the Demon Soul Dao, you will face a lot of bad luck in the future. Shen Junyi said, this is a cursed road. You have no other needs now, and you don't need to practice. You have all mastered it. Azure Dragon magical skill, this is much more powerful than Demon Soul Dao. Speaking of which, Shen Junyi still admires Chen Zhang's ability to practice the Azure Dragon magic. I'm not afraid, I just want to practice. Chen Shang said. By the way, you have a lot of knowledge about soul gifts. What kind of soul gifts are your soul gifts? I saw your soul gifts before, like the wisps of smoke are entwining each other, it looks amazing. My soul gift is called Acacia. Shen Junyi said. Acacia, what the asterisk is this? Does it have any effect? Hearing this name, Chen Shang couldn't think of any effect. The effect is great, Shen Junyi said. Acacia's soul empowerment can control one's own thoughts and emotions. It can even influence others. I haven't mastered the higher level methods yet. Then dissolving the contract or something, is this also the ability of the Acacia soul gift? Chen Shang said. The soul contract I gave you before is very profound. I didn't expect it to be solved by you. Because the soul contract is originally to detect a person's thoughts to constrain people, and if I control my own thoughts, the soul contract will not be triggered. Shen Junyi said. I later simulated your thoughts to deceive the soul contract, and then dissolve the soul contract again. It's so complicated, Chen Shang said in surprise. Can you assist in combat? No, but there is another ability of my soul gift. After I use it, people who spend a long time with me will like me and will have lovesickness for me. Shen Junyi raised her mouth and said, simple say, I can make a person love me to death, and then use this to control him. Really, have you used this trick before? When you were the Demon Soul Queen, you should be able to use it very well, right? Chen Shang smiled. In this way, wouldn't it be possible to trick many tools into doing things for you? Don't think of me so badly, good or bad. I've never used it to anyone. The thought of someone I don't know loves me to death, it's very disgusting. If some guys with extreme thoughts, maybe still will do a lot of crazy things. Shen Junyi pouted. I might also have Acacia souls, because many girls love me to the death. If you spend some time with me, you will be obsessed with me, ha ha ha. Chen Shang laughed. Shen Junyi, who was carrying Chen Shang, had both hands on Shen Zhang's thighs. After she heard Chen Zhang's words, she immediately pinched Chen Zhang's thighs with both hands. Ah, let go, Shen Shang screamed. You are too narcissistic. I have a lovesick soul, and I can control my thoughts. If I have emotions that like you, I can pinch them out immediately. Shen Junyi rolled her eyes and snorted softly, and said, so I will never like you, let alone infatuated with you. So it sounds like your soul prowess has no fighting power. Chen Shang said, is it just useful to myself? Soul Fu is like this. Shen Junyi said, you have a clear heart, don't you have no fighting power? But it can also help you a lot. By the way, you said you can copy your soul gift to me, is this true? Chen Shang said, you said before, don't be fooling. Theoretically yes, but I'm not sure. Shen Junyi said, didn't you see that my soul gift is 2 wisps of light smoke? I tried it, and you can separate one of them. I understand, just like me copying medicinal materials. Cut one fruit into 2 halves, and then use Wusheng Tianlu to regenerate the 2 halves, which are 2 fruits. Chen Shang excitedly said, this can indeed be one test. That's not bad, I was inspired by your copying of medicinal materials. Shen Junyi said. You said before that your soul gifts are all inherited soul gifts. Does the girl from the Demon Soul Women's Kingdom have Acacia soul gifts? Chen Shang felt terrified when he thought of this. Only a few have. The conditions for inheritance are very harsh. Shen Junyi said. Then I can rest assured. Chen Shang said with a smile. By the way, if I have the same acacia soul gift as you, wouldn't I make many girls fall in love with me crazy? Don't use it indiscriminately. This will be a great mental burden, because lovesickness is mutual. If you make others fall in love with you, then you must fall in love with others. Shen Junyi said. So I never use it. It's okay, I can love a lot of girls. Chen Shang laughed. Huh, Shen Junyi pinched Chen Zhang's thigh again. Dead man. Chen Shang somewhat looked forward to the acacia soul fu. He felt that maybe he could merge with his own mind and eyes, and then become a new soul fu. He was very excited when he thought about it. Junyi, do you remember what I told you before, the red energy in the soul? I use that energy to help your soul manifest. Do you know what energy it is? Chen Shang collected a lot of energy before. That's energizing power. It is equivalent to everyone's talent. People with high talent will have more energizing power. Shen Junyi said. That is to say, for many people, energizing power is irreproducible. Yes, after you take it away, he will lose some talents. Is it all in the soul? Chen Shang said, I have collected a lot before. How did you extract it? I studied it for a long time, and I have never succeeded in extracting it. Shen Junyi said, essence power can make soul fu stronger. It is a good thing for rapid cultivation and promotion of soul fu, but it is difficult to obtain. Quote. The reason why Shen Junyi wanted to cooperate with Chen Shang was mainly because Chen Shang could extract vital energy, which could help her quickly cultivate soul fu and raise her soul fu to a higher level. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4293, Sanctuary Crisis. Chen Shang not only looked forward to the Acacia Soul poem, but also looked forward to the awakening of the two soul poems of the Sons of Heaven. Junyi, how can I awaken the two soul gifts of Saint Son of the Heavens? Chen Shang said, why does he have two soul gifts as a waste material? Doesn't it mean that a person can only have one soul gift? His soul fortune is not born. I don't know what happened to him. In short, his two unawakened soul fortunes should have been formed under the influence of external forces. Shen Junyi said, awakening soul fu is not difficult, it needs to use a certain amount of energy. You are much more proficient than me in this application. Chen Shang can not only see the energizing force, but also extract it, and can easily control the energizing force. Before that, he injected the power of Fu Yuan into Shen Junyi's soul fu knowledge, and promoted the formation of her soul fu. It's so simple, Chen Shang said, it seems I have to try it as soon as possible. Chen Shang, this kind of soul proposition is not a joke. What's more, you still do it on your own body now, so you have to be very careful. Shen Junyi said, especially if you introduce other people's energy into your own soul proposition. Knowing the sea, this in itself is very dangerous. Chen Zhang's ability to infuse Shen Junyi's soul into Zihai was refined by him. Therefore, Chen Zhang's ability to refine Yuanli made Shen Junyi very impressed. You must know that Chen Shang didn't know anything about Fu Yuanli, but he could practice Fu Yuanli based on his own perception, or he could directly inject Yuanli Fu, which in itself would be quite risky. Before I use Fu Yuanli, I will refine it. Chen Shang smiled. Actually, the refined Fu Yuanli will be better. For example, if some medicinal materials are eaten directly, you will even lose your life. But refined, after Dan, it's a good thing. You mean that when you refine Fu Yuanli, you refine it based on your experience in alchemy? Shen Junyi asked. She was also very humbly asking for advice at the moment. Chen Zhang's alchemy is indeed very sophisticated. Shen Junyi still remembers the Holy King Yuandan he refined before. If it weren't for Chen Zhang's Holy King Yuandan, she would probably not be able to step into the Holy King realm. Without stepping into the Saint King realm, she would not be able to awaken the memory of the Demon Soul Queen. Yes, Chen Shang smiled. Everything in the world can be practiced. Chen Shang had integrated the heavenly refining technique into his own soul, and could fully integrate the heavenly refining technique. So when he was refining, it seemed to be a very simple process, but in fact, it was all the experience he had accumulated through using the technique of heaven refining many times that year. You are definitely not a teenager. You should be like me, reborn after death. Shen Junyi said. With your alchemy, you can't be an unknown person. A character like you must be very famous. Yes, what is your real name? Oh, my name is Chen Shang, I was very famous before. I am also very surprised why no one knows me now. Chen Shang sighed, he didn't lie. Let's not talk about it. If you want to awaken your soul, you must tell me. Shen Junyi said. I will be watching when the time comes, so that you don't have an accident. I intend to refine the primordial power into a pill. Chen Shang said with a smile. Maybe absorb more primordial power, and the awakened soul gift will be stronger and better. Awakening will directly manifest itself. That's impossible, Shen Junyi said. It is a very long process for the soul gift to awaken to manifestation. After I was reborn, my soul gift returned to its original state. After I awakened, I also met you, Visible. That's because you don't know how to use Fu Yuanli, so I am different. Chen Shang laughed. I am very proficient in Fu Yuanli now. One more thing, if you have more than one soul gift, you may not be able to withstand it. You have to deal with this. Shen Junyi said, I have never heard that anyone can have two souls anyway. Granted. You'll see it soon, Chen Shang said, I not only have two soul gifts but also four. If I succeed in helping you copy the Acacia Soul Fu, you will also help me improve it. Shen Junyi said, this is the condition for our cooperation. Junyi, or just follow me all the time. Chen Shang smiled. I won't treat you as a slave girl anymore. I have my mission. I'm going under the sea. Once you see your palace master sister, you will definitely not leave, and she won't let you follow me on adventures. Shen Junyi said. Hey, do you think I won't go under the sea? Chen Shang said, don't forget my other identity. Shen family king. Honestly, the Shen family is already in despair. Shen Junyi said. Don't look down on my Shen family. My Shen family has also fought the 6 sacred doors for many years, okay. Chen Shang pouted, not to mention that I am now the Shen family king. I will definitely be able to revive the Shen family. Quote. Dream you, the 6 sacred gates are immortal, and the Shen family will never come out. Shen Junyi said with cold water, the 6 sacred gates are so powerful, and behind them are the life soul 6 clans, what can they do to destroy them? The mere 6 sacred gates are nothing. What I am worried about is another crisis. Chen Shang suddenly said seriously, I have a hunch that the sanctuary is just a barrier. What do you mean? Shen Junyi asked. Aoshi universe has sanctuary and god territory, right? It used to be easy to communicate, and sanctuary couldn't help flying, right? Chen Shang said. Yes, but I don't know why, the space wall is suddenly reinforced. And it's still difficult to fly. Shen Junyi nodded. Aoshi universe is very big, but it should be in the shape of a long tube. Just like a cave. Our sanctuary is in the front part of the cave, and God's domain is located in the middle and back part. Chen Shang said, the front part is dangerous, and there is danger on the side of God's domain. Cut off and close, so that the danger will not spread to the back, or it can delay time and allow God's domain to have time to prepare. Why do you have this idea? Shen Junyi thought about it carefully, and it was not impossible. Feel, Chen Shang said. He suspected that it was the influence of the universe's fate and soul that caused him to feel the crisis of the proud universe. If it's like you guessed it, then the sanctuary is abandoned. Shen Junyi said, it's impossible. Although the Heavenly Mother soul race is ruthless to our demon soul female country, they will not give up the Heavenly Mother Holy Palace. Don't you know the Holy Mother Palace? Because the contact with God's domain has been interrupted. By the way, do you know the Heavenly Mother Sacred Wilderness? Chen Shang said, the clone of the Heavenly Clan Mother is in the sacred realm. She wants to find the Heavenly Mother Sacred Wilderness, but her clone suffers. I was seriously injured, so I asked Sister Shui and Junjun to go back and protect them. Tian Mu Shanghuang, who are you? You actually know the top secret things of the Tian Mu soul race. Shen Junyi was surprised. Are you familiar with the Tian Clan Mother? World Defying Dan God Chapter 4294, Ancestral Village Transmission. The Heavenly Mother soul race was looking for the Heavenly Mother Sacred Wilderness. This was originally a very secret matter. Chen Shang, an outsider and a man, actually knew about this, so Shen Junyi immediately realized that Chen Shang and the Heavenly Mother were very familiar. Rather familiar, what's the matter? Chen Shang smiled. Who are you? Why are you always so familiar with the person I hate? Shen Junyi was very upset. I am very upset to learn that you are very familiar with the Celestial Mother. I've said it, I'm Chen Shang. Chen Shang curled his lips and said, I know Zuying Rushui better. Asshole, Shen Junyi wanted to throw Chen Shang down. They have now flown over the land and are flying to Dakun Gate. Do you know that they are looking for Heavenly Mother Saint Wilderness? Chen Shang asked. Of course I know. Tianmu Shengwang has the life and soul of Tianmu soul race, which is very important to them. As for what it is for, I don't know what it is. Shen Zhenyi shook her head and said, I only know that they have been looking for it. I know what's the use. It might be to save you. Chen Shang said. Save us. Save the demon soul nation. This is impossible, the heavenly clan mother is most disgusted with our demon soul nation. Shen Zhenyi said that she was brooding, with a look of resentment, we don't want them to save them. To save us, I guess I want to use us. I think you must have some misunderstanding. Chen Shang said. I really think that the heavenly clan mother wants to save you. Then you said, how can they save us after they find the soul of the heavenly mother soul race? Shen Zhenyi asked. Because they can use that life soul to destroy the curse. Chen Shang said. I promised to try my best to help them find that life soul, because I was under a terrible curse. Really? What kind of curse did you have? Shen Zhenyi turned her head in confusion and asked. Forget fate curse, have you heard of it? Chen Shang asked. I haven't heard of it. What kind of curse is this? You don't look like you have been cursed. Shen Zhenyi said. You are not lying to me to sympathize with you. The forgetting fate curse was given to me by the 6 fading souls. Do you say that it is not so powerful? Chen Shang sighed. If it weren't for this forgetting fate curse, I would be the most famous person in Aoshi universe now. The forgetting fate curse made a lot of people with me. The destined people have forgotten me. Fate and soul 6 races against you. Then you can live to this day. Shen Zhenyi was a little unbelievable. Don't believe it, Shen Shang said. You invite your palace master sister out. I have something to ask her face to face. Shen Zhenyi said. Chen Shang immediately contacted the Heavenly Mother Palace Master, and it was not convenient for her to come to Dakan Gate. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord's injury has healed a little, and she can still be active in Saint Profound Star, but she still dare not go to the Kanglan Sea. So she also agreed to go to Dakuman to meet with Shen Shang. In this way, Chen Shang was carried by Shen Zhenyi back to the Holy Pill Courtyard of Dakun Gate, where he waited for the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord to arrive. After returning to Dakan Gate, Du Hai rushed to find Chen Shang. He had been in contact with Chen Shang before, but because Chen Shang was in the Kanglanhai, he could not send a message. Knowing that Chen Shang was back, he immediately came to Chen Shang. Xiao Shen, there is a situation in Kunzu Villa. Would you like to go over and take a look? Du Hai said. Kunzu Villa. Chen Shang frowned, then looked at Shen Zhenyi next to him. I'm from the Holy Venerable Realm, and I'm relatively strong, there should be no problem. Then go and see, Shen Zhenyi said. She had also heard of Kunzu Villa. In fact, she is still very curious about Dakun sect. After all, Dakun sect was once very powerful. I'll go together too, Du Hai said. I thought Kunzu Villa was weird for a long time, and I'm going to have a look this time. Go, Chen Shang nodded. Not only Du Hai, but Wang Tianwen from the Rune Academy also brought people to the outside of Kunzu Villa. Kunzu Villa is filled with black mist and enchantment. Only Fu Yuya could enter before, but Fu Yuya later left Dakan Gate. Xiao Shen, Wushan Saint is with you. Everyone knows about it. Wushan Temple is going to send 2 elders to ask for someone. Du Hai came to the outside of Kunzu Villa and looked at Shen Zhenyi. Shen Zhenyi is not wearing a mask now, but she has changed a lot, so Du Hai did not recognize her. Du Hai wouldn't be surprised at what woman appeared next to Chen Shang, so he didn't ask much. Isn't Wushan Temple being beaten up by me? Can they still send someone? Shen Zhenyi said. Did you also blow up the halls of heaven? Wang Tianwen asked in surprise. Yes, Shen Zhenyi nodded. Girl, you are so amazing. Admire it. Wang Tianwen admired this very much. There are a lot of people in the sanctuary halls of heaven and Wushan Temple. Du Hai said. In short, Wushan Temple has recruited 2 elders to send them to ask for someone. Xiao Shen, Wushan Saintess, where are you hiding? How are you going to respond? I am the Saintess of Wushan, and the elders sent by Wushan Temple will do it to me. I will definitely squeeze their heads. Shen Zhenyi said in a flat tone. President Shengdan, you don't have to worry that I will give the Kunman as causing trouble, I can handle everything. Du Hai and Wang Tianwen looked at Shen Zhenyi in shock. This is the Heavenless Saint. They had seen Wushan Saints before, how did they become like this, and also become so strong? Then they looked at Chen Shang again, and felt that it was because of Chen Shang that the Heavenless Saint became so strong. By the way, Xiao Shen, can you enter Kunzu Villa? That enchantment is too strong, Lao Wang can't handle it. Du Hai quickly turned the subject off. Of course, Chen Shang took out the token Guan Ying gave him. opened the enchantment easily, and let everyone in. After entering Kunzu Mountain Villa, everyone was very surprised, because there is no cave inside, and there is also a strong spatial energy gathered. There is a very strong space formation here. Shen Junyi immediately surprised. And this space formation is gathering energy. What kind of formation is this? It can actually connect to the gods. Can the teleportation from God's domain come over? Chen Shang was surprised. Could it be Grandma Kun's return? I don't know. Du Hai frowned. Since the establishment of the Dakan Gate, we have not known the specific reasons for its creation. Could it be that it is for today? Then who will come over? Chen Shang took out the 6 magic mirrors, and then whispered, everyone is ready to fight. It must be someone related to the creation of Dakun sect. It shouldn't be our enemy. Du Hai said. Call. A burst of air suddenly roared, and the beautiful Kunzu Villa was immediately destroyed by the tyrannical space air wave. The teleportation formation in the middle of Kunzu Villa was opened, and the movement was very loud. After a while, it gradually calmed down. Kunzu Villa has been raised to the ground. The teleportation formation in the middle stopped, exuding a faint glow. There was a long-haired woman lying on the ground in the big formation. It turned out to be Guan Ying. Ying Ying, Chen Shang shouted in surprise, and then rushed over immediately. Guan Ying of the Kun clan, the true ancestor who founded the great Kun sect, had even teleported from God's domain, and it seemed that he was seriously injured. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4295, Great Dedication. Seeing Chen Shang rushing over, Shen Junyi really wanted to kick Chen Zhang's **** fiercely. Since she met Chen Shang, the women around her always appeared one after another, and they seemed to be very powerful. Although Du Hai and Shen Junyi didn't know who this woman was, they could teleport from God's domain and also came to the teleportation formation of Kunzu Mountain Villa. They were definitely not ordinary people. This may be someone from God's domain. Chen Shang actually knew someone from God's domain, and she seemed to be a pretty woman. Although Guan Ying was lying on the ground, she could see that her figure was very good, with unevenness, and her skin was lingering with a faint crystal, as if she was full of fairy spirit. Shen Junyi didn't kick Chen Shang, but was very upset in her heart. She also hurriedly followed up to see what kind of woman this was. Guan Ying comes from the Kun ethnic group. She was originally a bald woman. Because she had eaten Chen Zhang's hair growth pill, she had beautiful long black hair. Because she has a very beautiful oval face, even the bald head is very beautiful, and it is always tempting to look at her. Even though she is very weak at this moment, her beautiful face is full of strange charm, especially her pitiful look, matched with her messy hair, looks different and moving, very distressing. Ying Ying, why are you here? What happened? Chen Shang asked. Duke Shen, hurry. Destroy this teleportation array, hurry. Guan Ying seemed to have exhausted his strength before saying this. After speaking, she closed her eyes and fell asleep. Chen Shang had just checked. Guan Ying was seriously injured, both body and soul were severely injured. In particular, the heavy damage to the soul was very serious, entangled with a strong destructive energy to the soul. Grandpa Du, help me see her injuries. Chen Shang quickly handed Guan Ying to Du Hai. It's badly hurt. Du Hai frowned. This girl is very special, her soul is so strange. Her resilience should be very strong, but now she is invaded by a very strange energy. After Chen Shang finished speaking, he immediately took out the 6 magic mirrors. The small mirror whirled over the teleportation array, and after finding a few important nodes, it removed several key accessories of the large array. As a result, the large array temporarily failed. Guan Ying should be afraid of being pursued and killed, so she let Chen Shang destroy the teleportation array quickly. Who is she? She looks very strong. Shen Junyi also came to Guan Ying, put her hand on her forehead, and explored Guan Ying's soul. After investigation, she found that Guan Ying's soul was very powerful, especially the energy that was torturing Guan Ying's soul at the moment, which made her secretly afraid. A friend of mine. Chen Shang quickly hugged Guan Ying and said, I want to help her heal her injuries. Let's leave here first. The inside of Kunzu Villa was destroyed, and there was still a chaotic energy left, which was not a healing place. Du Hai fed Guan Ying some sacred pills, and Guan Ying's physical injuries were controlled. Chen Shang immediately returned to the holy pill courtyard and took Guan Ying into the secret room. Shen Junyi was waiting outside, and she didn't know when Chen Shang would come out. If Chen Shang takes a long time, then she will need to face the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord by herself. How does this little villain know so many such powerful women? Shen Zhenyi kept her lips secretly. She just complained a few words, and then came to sit in the hall, waiting for the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord to arrive. Fu Yuanyuan and Kei Yumeng have also been here. They didn't recognize Shen Zhenyi at first. After all, she has changed appearance now. Shen Zhenyi didn't put any airs on them, telling them that she was the Heavenless Saint, and also said that the Heavenless Shrine and the Halls of Heaven in Kanglin Haicheng were broken by her, and she kept bragging to them. In the secret room, Chen Shang worked so hard, sweating profusely, and his soul wilted, so that Guan Ying's soul's injury was stabilized. Guan Ying's soul had been torn apart, and was bitten by a burst of energy, which made it unable to heal, and was dissipating little by little. Chen Shang remembered that the souls of the Kun people were hard to destroy, and they could be reborn. However, this kind of energy that has invaded Guan Ying's soul at this moment can completely destroy her soul. In other words, the 6 life soul races are not invincible in the future, and their souls can be completely destroyed with this energy. The reason why Chen Shang struggled so hard was mainly to completely extract the gray astral energy and save it, and to study it later. After all, it could be aimed at the souls of the 6 clan of life and soul, which is a good thing. After Guan Ying Hunpao's injury stabilized, she recovered quickly and opened her eyes soon. How long have I been here? Have you been here for thousands of years? Guan Ying looked at Chen Zhang's youthful face carefully, and frowned slightly. Shen Gong, are you still a teenager? Are you not growing up? Just call me Master Shen. Chen Shang smiled and said, you have been in a coma for 3 days. Only 3 days? Isn't it possible? Guan Ying said in surprise, her beautiful oval face full of disbelief. It has been 3 days since Chen Shang treated Guan Ying, and the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord has arrived and sent a message to Chen Shang. She has also been in the house of Shen Shang in Shengdanyuan for the past 3 days, but she stayed in the room and did not go out or talk to Shen Zhenyi. Of course, Shen Zhenyi herself would not take the initiative to speak to the palace master Tianmu. Du Hai only felt that the atmosphere of Chen Zhang's house was weird, and he secretly admired Chen Shang, and he was able to suppress this kind of scene. One is the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord, and the other is the Demon Soul Queen. Chen Shang is a little big thinking about it. So he chose to let Guan Ying recover first, and then pull Genying to accompany him, so as to calm the 2 women. Guan Ying is from the realm of God, her strength and aura are still good, and she has lived for many years. This kind of scene should be just a small scene for her. Guan Ying is the kind of woman who is polite and doesn't have any big airs. Although she is beautiful and strong, she will appear to be more approachable. Especially after being rescued by Chen Shang, he still seemed gentle. Ying, can't you believe in my ability? Chen Shang smiled. It will take thousands of years to save you. You look down on me. No, it's just the energy of my soul. It's too terrifying. I assess that if there is no time for thousands of years, it can't be completely forced out. Guan Ying is still lying in Shen Zhang's arms at this moment. She wants to get up, but her body hasn't fully recovered yet, and she doesn't have enough energy. Chen Shang hugged her, helping her to recover. What happened? Shen Shang asked. The sanctuary is over. I came back, just to tell you. Guan Ying's expression suddenly became sad. They won't let me come back, and they want to kill me, because they want to sacrifice the entire sanctuary. Do you like this site? Donate here. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4296, Nightmare Resonance. Chen Shang had long known that the Fate Soul 6 clan was not a good thing, and the senior members of the Fate Soul 6 clan were very good at fooling. She specializes in fooling capable people like Guan Ying to do things for them, and she doesn't let her know about the dirty work of the 6th clan of life and soul. Guan Ying later learned that he had a thorough understanding of the evils of the 6th fate and soul, and suddenly his faith collapsed, and his loyalty to the clan would definitely be shaken, and being removed would also be an inevitable end. So, you can't go back to the Kun clan? Chen Shang asked. I can't go back, I can never go back. I didn't expect them to kill me. Guan Ying looked like crying. It's okay, just that kind of broken place. What's so rare? Chen Shang stroked Guan Ying's long hair and said, you have grown your hair, you are different from them, there is no need to go back. I took the hair growth pills you refined before and gave them to eat. Some of them have grown hair, some have not, but they think it is enough, and they won't let me come to you. Guan Ying said. Their hair won't last long. Chen Shang smiled. Didn't I tell you before? The hair growth pills I gave them are time effective. Don't talk about it, they don't need it anymore. Guan Ying said. Master Shen, the sanctuary will face destruction. Are you not worried at all? Or do you not believe me? Guan Ying had told Chen Shang before that the sanctuary was about to end, but Chen Shang didn't care much. Chen Shang had felt it before, so he didn't think it was too surprised. There's nothing to worry about. Chen Shang put Guan Ying down from his arms, let her lie on the bed, and said, I have long felt that sanctuary is facing a crisis. I still don't understand the situation of Aoshi universe. This seems to be a very complicated and very unusual universe. Guan Ying said. Shen Gongzi, how did you create it in the first place? How do I know? Chen Shang spread his hands and smiled bitterly. I was sealed before Aoshi universe was formed. I don't even know how Aoshi universe was formed. Fate and Soul 6 races are afraid of something. These things are about to reach the sanctuary, so they almost tried their best to isolate the entire sanctuary from the Aoshi universe. Guan Ying was also quite scared. I only know. There will be the kind of energy that can destroy my soul appearing in the sanctuary, and the 6 life souls are very afraid of that kind of energy. Is it the gray energy remaining in your soul before? Chen Shang has already saved that energy, and will study it later. That kind of energy is terrifying. Just a little bit can kill me. If it weren't for young Master Shen, my soul would have been torn apart. Guan Ying said, I don't know where they got it. Quote, how did you know this news? Chen Shang had a bad feeling a long time ago, knowing that God's domain would keep sanctuary from outside. But I didn't expect that this kind of disaster was actually directed at the 6 life soul races. I overheard all these news. Guan Ying sighed, and they found out that I had overheard. Then they worried that I would come to the sanctuary to leak this secret and prevent their sacrifice plan, so they want to kill me. By the way, you said before that they are going to sacrifice the entire sanctuary. What are the 6th clan of life and soul doing? Do you want to curse? Chen Shang said. They want to take this opportunity to treat sanctuary as a sacrifice. Sacrifice all the creatures in sanctuary. As for what they want to exchange for, I don't know. In short, this is the plan of the 6th clan of life and soul. Guan Ying said, if the creatures of the sanctuary did not die within a certain period of time, then their sacrifice would fail. Chen Zhang's eyes suddenly sharpened, and his face gradually became serious. Good fellow, it seems that this group of people want to sacrifice all the creatures in the sanctuary in exchange for their benefits. Chen Shang felt his chin and said, who are they offering sacrifices to? They are so strong, actually want to sacrifice to others. I don't know. It was during this time that I learned that there are many secrets in the 6 fate and soul races. Guan Ying shook her head and said, Master Shen, because you are the creator of Aoshi universe, I don't want you to die here, so I just came to tell you. Thank you, for your hard work. Chen Shang touched Genying's face and said, why don't you want me to die? I'm very bad. Because I think you are right. The behavior of the 6 life soul races towards Aoshi universe is very vicious. Guan Ying said, I have been taught since I was a child to have a righteous heart, but... She did not continue, because it made her feel very sad. Ying, it's just right that you are here now. I am very short of manpower. Chen Shang smiled and said, by the way, do you know what's under the ocean? Beneath the Kanglan Sea. Guan Ying suddenly fell into thought, suddenly remembering something, and then suddenly sat up. What is it? Chen Shang hurriedly asked. I'm not sure. I only know that the elder of the 6th clan of Life Soul had been to Saint Profound Star for a long time. That was many years ago. I used to hear them talk about Saint Profound Star, so I was here. Saint Profound Star created Dakun sect. Guan Ying recalled the past and frowned. They must have hidden something in Saint Profound Star. I'm going to the Kanglan Sea to find the thing. Chen Shang said, it would be great to have you with me. By the way, have you heard of the 6 holy gates? The 6 sacred gates still exist. It is the headquarters of the Minghan 6 clan in the sanctuary. It is a very vicious existence. It has long been abandoned by the Minghan 6 clan. I also commanded the Dakan gate to attack the 6 sacred gates. Ying said. The 6 sages of life and soul did not abandon the 6 sacred gates, and they also instructed the 6 sacred gates to do a lot of bad things. Chen Shang said, my Shen family suffered, and was cursed by the power of the 6 sacred gates requesting the sanctuary. Quote. Damn it, the 6th clan of Life Soul didn't tell us these things. Guan Ying clenched her fist tightly. Ying, take a good rest first. After you recover, accompany me out to deal with the two women outside. Chen Shang smiled. I'm afraid I can't hold them back. If they fight, my strength can't separate them. Why do you have so many women everywhere? Guan Ying curled her lips slightly. Hurry up and rest. Chen Shang turned around, and then took out a small bead. This is the gray energy he extracted from Guanying's soul. Just when he was planning to use his divine sense to investigate, he found that the energy swallowed from the heavenly nightmare altar had moved in his soul-enhanced sea. The energy inside the mysterious heavenly nightmare altar is a nightmare for the demon soul girl kingdom and the Chelong clan. The gray energy that severely injured Guan Ying before was also a nightmare for the six Faden soul. But now, it resonates. Is this the same source? Chen Shang was secretly excited. World-Defying Dan God Chapter 4297, Emotions. Chen Shang glanced at Guan Ying, who was resting on the bed, and then continued to study that energy. He didn't know what it was now, but he could be sure that it had the same characteristics as the energy in the heavenly nightmare altar. It's called the power of heavenly nightmare. The power of heavenly nightmare that Chen Shang had obtained from the altar was swallowed by him into the sea of soul and knowledge. He felt that the soul fu in the sea of soul fu might be able to gain the power of the heavenly nightmare altar from this. It's the kind of ability that can deprive others of good memories, but he still doesn't know how to use it. The power of the nightmare extracted from Yingying's soul, I wonder if it can be absorbed by the sea of soul fu consciousness. Chen Shang tried immediately. He had to be cautious now, because this kind of nightmare power could indeed cause serious trauma to the soul. The heavenly nightmare power extracted from Guan Ying's soul is not a lot, and Chen Shang only used a little bit to experiment, and the energy beads that stored the heavenly nightmare power were less than half. And the power of the heavenly nightmare gradually entered the sea of his soul prowess, and merged with what he had swallowed from the heavenly nightmare altar. The energy I swallowed from the heavenly nightmare altar is much stronger. Chen Shang could clearly feel that the heavenly nightmare power extracted from Guan Ying's soul was quickly swallowed by the heavenly nightmare altar. Is it because I swallowed the energy of the heavenly nightmare altar before, so when I rescue the Yingying soul, I can help her recover easily and quickly? Chen Shang also realized that if he hadn't had the experience of devouring the heavenly nightmare altar before, he would probably have difficulty curing Guan Ying in a short time. With his control, the power of the nightmare in the sea of soul and knowledge gradually drifted towards that I, which is the soul of the soul. Xin Mingyan wants to absorb the power of the nightmare, maybe it can evolve the ability. Chen Shang looked forward very much. After the grey nightmare's power poured into Xinming's eyes, there was no movement. Xinming's eyes remained the same, and the power of heavenly nightmare seemed to sink into the sea. Gone. Chen Shang suddenly felt distressed, because the power of nightmare was still relatively rare that day. He hadn't researched anything yet, so it didn't drop. And many more. Chen Shang suddenly made a discovery. He found that Xinmingyan seemed to have a strange feeling. He immediately opened Xinming's eyes and looked at Guan Ying, who was lying on the bed. Guan Ying closed her eyes lightly. She felt Chen Shang looking at her, and immediately opened those beautiful eyes. Guan Ying felt a little strange after touching Chen Zhang's eyes. After Chen Shang opened Xinming's eyes and saw Guan Ying, he immediately closed Xinming's eyes and was shocked at the same time. Xinmingyan has evolved another ability. This ability is very powerful. He can see Guan Ying's various emotions. If this is the case, he would not be surprised, because before the heart can see the character of a person, or whether the person is speaking when he is speaking, whether he is trustworthy. So even if he sees a person's emotions, he will not be surprised. However, now Xinming I not only sees emotions, but can also devour the emotions of others. Chen Shang didn't know what it would be after swallowing his emotions, and he did not dare to try Guan Ying. What's wrong? Guan Ying's big beautiful eyes were full of doubts. Is there anything on my face? Or am I getting ugly? She sat up quickly, took out a mirror and looked at it. No, but suddenly I think you are much more beautiful. Chen Shang laughed. He saw that Guan Ying had a lot of happy emotions just now, and he had strong feelings. He could swallow this part of emotions instantly. Master Shen, what were you doing just now? Guan Ying asked. She always felt that Chen Shang was mysterious. I'm thinking about that kind of grey energy. Chen Shang said. It's very similar to the kind of energy I've been exposed to before. Have you been in contact? When and where? Guan Ying asked hurriedly. Have you heard of the heavenly nightmare altar? Chen Shang asked. Ah, Guan Ying exclaimed. Are you all right now? That's a very dangerous and terrifying thing, you can't touch it. Do you see me as if something is going on? Chen Shang smiled and said, it seems that Yingying, you also know the altar of heavenly nightmare. We have one in our clan. A harmful thing. Many people in the clan are driven crazy by this thing. Guanying also looked terrified at the moment, and said, is there such a thing in Saint Profound Star? Where? Even the clan elders in our clan are all driven crazy by this stuff. I encountered it on a small island in the Kanglan Sea not long ago, and it has been destroyed by me. Chen Shang swallowed the heavenly nightmare altar, so he has the ability to devour other people's emotions. Ah, impossible. Our clan has always wanted to destroy, but we have never succeeded. Guanying shook her head repeatedly, Master Shen, you must be bragging. Really? Chen Shang curled his lips and said, and I destroyed it easily. If you don't believe me, I will find another destruction to show you next time. Where is there? Don't go again. Guanying was anxious. Sanctuary Shen family, Tianmu Holy Palace, Demon Soul Women's Kingdom, all have this kind of stuff. Chen Shang thought for a while, then said, maybe there is also one in the lair of 6 sacred doors. This is all his guess. Although Shen Ziqing, a big family, has never told him, he suspects that the Shen family must have such dangerous things. He suddenly couldn't wait, he wanted to swallow one of them. But right now, he even wanted to try to swallow other people's emotions, what would be good? The altar of heavenly nightmare can swallow the beautiful memories of others, and now that Chen Shang has integrated it into Shinming's eyes, it has become able to swallow emotions, which has made a big change. Now that he is in Dakun sect, it is difficult for him to find someone to test, and he can only find people from the hostile forces. Master Shen, are there 2 girls outside? They have been waiting outside for a long time. You should go out and meet them quickly. Guanying came from the realm of God, and her soul and consciousness were very powerful, and she could perceive that there were 2 auras competing in secret. I can't beat them, so I need your help. Chen Shang pouted, they are not my women, they are just my friends, but they have had a holiday before. I should be able to handle it now. Guanying got out of bed and said, I will freshen up, you turn around and I will change my clothes. Chen Shang turned around, and Guanying immediately changed clothes. Okay, she put on a very plain white dress, she was trying to avoid competing with the 2 women outside. She simply her high ponytail hair, then looked in the mirror and saw that her complexion had recovered well, and walked to the door. Chen Shang hurriedly followed behind her, and then secretly opened his mind and eyes, he wanted to see what kind of emotions Shen Zhenyi and Palace Master Tianmu are now. After Guanying opened the door, she went to the small hall outside and saw 2 very beautiful women in the hall. They all walked out of the room and came into the hall. They didn't speak, but stared at each other. World-Defying Dan God Chapter 4298, Sisters Talk. After Guanying came out, Shen Zhenyi and Tianmu Palace Master immediately looked over. They had to admit that Guanying was also a beautiful woman like them, and her beauty was different. The most important thing is that Guanying is better than them. Shen Zhenyi and the Heavenly Mother Palace Master are both in the Holy Venerable realm now, and they can feel the pressure that Guanying brings to them. Yingying, sit down. Chen Shang walked up with a smile, and then held Guanying's jade hand very intimately. Chen Shang took her to a chair and let her sit down, and Guanying also showed a sweet smile all the way, they looked very sweet. Shen Zhenyi, who was next to her, was secretly gritting her teeth. She really couldn't figure out why Chen Shang could tease a woman like Guanying. The Heavenly Mother Palace Master knew Chen Shang, and she also knew that Chen Shang created the entire Aoshi universe, so she wouldn't be surprised what kind of powerful woman Chen Shang had around her, she was just curious about Guanying's identity. She is not an outsider, you can say anything here. Chen Shang smiled and said, her name is Guanying, and she is a good friend of mine. Hello. Guanying smiled at them politely. Chen Shang suddenly realized that Guanying seemed to have changed a lot, and she looked more like a person now. In the past, when she was very loyal to the Kun clan, she lost a bit of this kind of humanity. At that time, she looked more like a puppet performing tasks. And now she got rid of the Kun clan, and the shackles that held her instinct were gone, so she looked more natural and beautiful, with a natural and pure and elegant beauty. Hello, Sister Guan, I am Shen Zhenyi, I am the queen of the Demon Soul Girl Kingdom. Shen Zhenyi still used the names Long Shui and Bai Junjun gave her. Hello sister, I am the Palace Lord of Tianmu Holy Palace. The Tianmu Palace Lord also got up and saluted. Although the Lord of the Heavenly Mother Palace was wearing a mask, Guan Ying could see through her face under the mask. She was a very beautiful woman. So as soon as she came out, she could see the beautiful face of the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord. Chen Shang also tried to see through the mask of the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord, but he never succeeded, and he did not know Guan Yingning to see through it. Are you all from the Heavenly Mother Soul race? Guan Ying said in a bit of surprise. The Heavenly Mother Sacred Palace and the Demon Soul Girl Kingdom, I've heard of them all belong to the Heavenly Mother Soul race. Sister Guan, my Demon Soul Girl Kingdom has long been abandoned by the Tianmu Soul race, and no longer belongs to the Tianmu Soul race. Shen Junyi said. They look down on our Demon Soul Girl Kingdom. Sister, actually, the Heavenly Mother Soul race has difficulties. The Heavenly Mother Palace Master bit her lip and said, at the beginning, they were forced to cut with the Demon Soul Female Kingdom. Is there any difficulties that can't be said directly? Shen Junyi snorted. Our Demon Soul Girl Kingdom has been sealed by the curse of 6 sacred doors over the years. How hard it has been, do you know? Of course we know. The reason why we chose to cut with you at the beginning was mainly because we were caught. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord said. This is indeed our fault, and later we are also making up, trying a variety of ways to help you get rid of the curse of the 6 holy gates. I don't listen. Anyway, you dislike our Demon Soul Girl Kingdom. Regardless of our life or death, and there is nothing wrong with our cultivation of Demon Soul Tao, we have become stronger instead. We have also mastered the inheritance of the soul, and the method of sharing soul gifts. Shen Junyi said. Now that you see that we are stronger, you have to draw us back, right? Chen Shang was secretly frightened. This Demon Soul Tao did have something to it, and it actually smashed out the inheritance of Soul Fu, and what shared Soul Fu. Guan Ying was also surprised to hear that. She had naturally heard of Soul Fu, especially some time ago. She had heard of it many times in the clan, because Soul Fu is very important. Sister, listen to me, said the Palace Master Tianmu. We are now looking for the Holy Famine of Tianmu, just to understand and save you. Huh, Shen Junyi folded her hands on her chest, turning away from the beginning of the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord, but she was also secretly surprised. Because Chen Shang said before, the Heavenly Mother Palace is very likely to save their Demon Soul Girl Kingdom. The reason why Chen Shang guessed this way was mainly because he thought that after the Heavenly Mother Soul race found the life soul in the Heavenly Mother Sacred Wilderness, it could help the Demon Soul Girl Kingdom to get rid of the curse. Guan Ying was shocked in her heart, because Tianmu Shengwang and Tianmu Mingxing were also the shocking secrets she had recently heard from the clan. Then please explain, why did you abandon our Demon Soul Girl Kingdom in the first place? You also said that we were evil ways. You created the Demon Soul Tao. You know better than anyone whether this is an evil way. Shen Junyi continued to question. Because the 6 Fate Soul races used this as a reason to punish our Heavenly Mother Soul race. We were too weak at that time, so we had no choice but to pretend to abandon you for the time being. We exchanged conditions with the 6 sacred gates of sanctuary. They promised to seal you only in the Demon Soul Star territory, so that you can be preserved. The Heavenly Mother Palace Master suddenly had a sad tone when talking about this. And Chen Shang had never looked at their emotions just now, mainly because he thought this kind of occasion was not suitable. But now, he couldn't help but see the despair and sadness of the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord. This emotion is like a cloud of black-gray mist, covering the head of the Lord of the Heavenly Mother Palace. Then he couldn't help but looked at Guan Ying again, and found that Guan Ying was surprised now. Shen Junyi's emotions were anger, sadness, and a hint of softness. Actually, Chen Shang didn't see the emotions, but could understand them naturally, as if he could clearly feel the emotions. Then he tried secretly, without thinking about it. Shen Junyi's anger was actually sucked over by him, and he entered the sea of soul and knowledge, and was swallowed by Shen Ming's eyes. Good fellow, Chen Shang was secretly shocked. At this time, Shen Junyi's eyes gradually softened. After she had no anger, sad and tangled emotions immediately filled her heart. Chen Shang knew that she was entangled whether to forgive the Heavenly Mother Soul race, and then he swallowed Shen Junyi's entangled emotions. At this time, Shen Junyi's eyes were wet, and she was only sad. The Demon Soul Girl Kingdom was abandoned by the Heavenly Mother Soul race. She could only feel sad about this, and she had no other emotions. At this time, Chen Shang looked at the Heavenly Mother Palace Master and found that she was more hesitant, and seemed to hesitate to make important decisions. Chen Shang secretly exclaimed that this was magical. The emotional changes on the court were very fast and complicated, and his own consumption was not small, and now he was somewhat mentally exhausted. He immediately swallowed the hesitation of the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord, and after he stopped hesitating, the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord spoke. Sister, do you know what exchange terms I reached with the 6 sacred doors? The Heavenly Mother Palace Master finished speaking, and then looked at Chen Shang. What conditions? Chen Shang asked. World-Defying Dan God Chapter 4299, Soul-Changing Curse. Shen Junyi stopped talking. She knew from the eyes of the Heavenly Mother Palace Master that it must be a great sacrifice. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord slowly took off the mask and saw that her entire face was dark, but she could still see her face was very beautiful. Guan Ying couldn't help being moved when she saw this. She could see through the mask that the face of the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord was beautiful, but she didn't know it turned out to be a dark complexion. In addition, there are many red runes on the face of the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord, like burn marks. This is a soul-changing curse. Guan Ying said solemnly, who gave you this? This is a taboo curse pattern. Fate Soul 6 Races. The Heavenly Mother Palace Master sighed softly, because the method of the Demon Soul Tao was passed on to my younger sister. I promised them not to pass the method of the Demon Soul Tao to the outside, and then I agreed they used a soul-changing curse on me. Once I spread it, my soul will instantly dissipate. Shen Junyi bit her lip and her eyes were full of tears, and then she shouted, you idiot, why did you pass the Demon Soul Tao to me in the first place? After speaking, she burst into tears, and Guan Ying hurriedly went over to comfort her with her arms in her arms. Chen Shang looked at Shen Junyi's emotions. At this moment, there was only guilt and grief. He didn't intend to continue to devour other people's emotions, because it was extremely exhausting to him. The Demon Soul Tao is very important and powerful. I have to pass it on to you, but I didn't expect. You can develop the Demon Soul Tao so quickly and create your own power. The Heavenly Mother Palace Master sighed slightly. Sister, I never blamed you. I have been waiting for you all these years. I know you will be able to come out. I am really happy to see you now. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord also walked over, wiping the tears from Shen Junyi's face. She herself was crying too. Chen Shang saw the face of the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord, but still couldn't remember who she was. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord had said before that after she was reborn, her appearance was not what she used to be, so he didn't know him either. However, the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord and Shen Junyi are really similar, their faces are almost the same. Well, you just resolved the misunderstanding. Chen Shang smiled and said, by the way, Junyi, you said before, why don't you allow me to be with your sister? Because the elder sister has a curse, there is a curse in her soul, as long as the man in her bridal chamber will become a woman. Shen Junyi said, this is the curse of the Heavenly Mother Soul race. My sister can become the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord and must accept it. This curse is to prevent her from betraying the rules of the Heavenly Mother Soul race. It turned out to be like this. What about being with you? Chen Shang smiled. I have kissed you before, so nothing will happen, right? Prince Shen, how can you treat my sister like this? The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord put on a mask and whispered, my sister is very simple, don't bully her. Little badass, now that you see my sister, you probably don't have that bad idea anymore, right? Shen Junyi curled her lips and said, I knew you only like beauties. Don't worry, I will help your sister break the curse. Chen Shang smiled and said, I swear, I will help her to lift the curse, not because of other thoughts about her, but because of justice. Guan Ying, Shen Junyi, and Tianmu Palace Master looked at Chen Shang in their eyes with contempt, because they didn't believe in Chen Shang at all. Sister Palace Master, who are you my acquaintance? Chen Shang asked, I'm really curious, can't you tell me? I said, we just met in peace. Besides, after I was reincarnated, both my personality and appearance have undergone new changes. I am no longer the one I was back then, but I still retain the memories of my previous life. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord smiled. In our life, there should be no destiny, Master Shen, don't worry about this too much. No, we are all reincarnated, but we can still meet, and so many things have happened, then we must have unfinished fate. Chen Shang said, I must figure out who you are. Chen Shang remembered the important thing, then took out the fate plate, and then talked about Chalong Island. Sister Palace Master, where exactly is this destiny chart directing us to go? Chen Shang said, I always think you know a lot of things, so don't hide it from us now. The destiny chart is amazing, and I don't know where Zuying found it. She just said that the point of the destiny chart is where her destiny returns. In short, she said it was very complicated at the beginning. He took the fate disc and shook his head lightly and said, I don't recommend you to go, it's too dangerous. Pointing to the Kanglan Sea, Chen Shang said, I want to go. If this is the case, then I won't stop it. The Heavenly Mother Palace Master looked at Shen Junyi, and then whispered, Junyi, you must protect young Master Shen, no matter what, you can't let him die, even if you sacrifice yourself. His life must be protected. Why? Chen Shang asked. Shen Junyi didn't ask, she just looked at Chen Shang, and then nodded. Master Shen, you are very important to Aoshi Universe, you can't die. Although I don't want you to follow the fate chart, I can't stop you, because what you do may be doomed in the future. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord said, all I can do is let my sister protect you. Master Shen, I will follow you too. Guan Ying said, with me joining, you will be safer. All right, Chen Shang nodded. Also, you are not allowed to bully my sister. She is my relative. The Heavenly Mother Palace Master sighed softly. But, you are also very important, I hope you all do well. Sister Palace Master, you don't know what happened between me and her. I'll tell you when I have time, and I have a deep cooperation with her. Chen Shang laughed. I have a good relationship with her. I never thought about bullying her. Little badass. Shen Junyi just muttered softly. Sister Palace Master, does your Heavenly Mother's Sacred Palace also have a Heavenly Nightmare Altar? Guan Ying asked. Yeah, there is indeed an altar of Heavenly Nightmare at the place of our Heavenly Mother Holy Palace, and the ghost is always following us. The Lord of Heavenly Mother Palace sighed helplessly. For many years, it has been very torturing. We also have the Demon Soul Girl country. Shen Junyi said. Shen's family too. The Heavenly Mother Palace Master looked at Chen Shang and said, Master Shen, how did you destroy the Heavenly Nightmare Altar on Chalong Island before? Guan Ying and Shen Junyi also looked at Chen Shang immediately. They all knew the horror of the Heavenly Nightmare Altar, but Chen Shang could destroy it. I don't know, I just use my soul to attack, and then it's done. Chen Shang said, I also want to find another Heavenly Nightmare Altar to try. Don't mess around, the Heavenly Mother Palace Master urged anxiously. Maybe the Celestial Nightmare Altar on Chalong Island has just reached the end of its life, so it will be easily destroyed by you. Other Celestial Nightmare Altars are different. Don't mess around. Will hurt yourself. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4300, The Ancestor of the Demon Soul. In Chen Zhang's view, all Heavenly Nightmare Altars should be similar. He also didn't know why he was not afraid of the Heavenly Nightmare Altar, so he could easily destroy it. So he wanted to find another Heavenly Nightmare Altar to try and see if he could swallow the power of the Heavenly Nightmare Altar again. He always felt that the ability of the Heavenly Nightmare Altar he had devoured should be able to continue to improve. Because now it can only devour other people's emotions, nothing more, it doesn't seem to bring any benefits. Of course, swallowing other people's emotions is of great help to him. For example, just now, he controlled the emotions of Shen Junyi and Tianmu Palace Lord to mediate them. This feeling of manipulating the emotions of others made him very enjoyable. It shouldn't be too late, then let's set off now. Before Junyi blasted the nests of Kanglanhai Wushan Temple and Zudian Temple, they have been slow to retaliate, indicating that Kanglanhai is very important to them. Chen Shang said. Didn't Dean Shengdan said it before? Soon, they will send the elders over to find me. Shen Junyi said. It just happens to be here, I will destroy them directly. If you go to Kanglanhai, I only hope that you act cautiously, don't be reckless, don't take risks, don't be impulsive in situations, and calmly think about the consequences. The Tianmu Palace Master warned. You must know how to escape when you encounter danger, don't keep going up. I know, long-winded. We are not children, we understand these things. Shen Junyi waved impatiently. Sister, just wait for our good news. She is still relatively confident in Chen Shang, because she knows that Chen Shang has a lot of good things in her hands, and this time she is involved in Ying, let alone. Looking at you like this, I didn't even listen to it. The Palace Master Tianmu was very strict, snorted, and said, Sister, you have to protect Master Shen, remember. He doesn't need my protection. Shen Junyi pouted and said, maybe I need his protection. Chen Shang also laughed loudly, because it was indeed the case. Although his cultivation base was not high, his magical powers were vast. Guan Ying thinks so too. She fled to the sanctuary this time. If it weren't for Chen Zhang's rescue, she wouldn't know how long she would be in a coma. Are you really going to leave? Just now, Palace Master Tianmu was still a little worried. No, I have to wait for Zutian Temple and Wushan Temple to send people. Shen Junyi said. I want to unscrew their heads, and when I go to Kanglanhai to see those guys, I will throw them away. Okay, you are still the same. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord smiled helplessly. Sister Palace Master, how did your demon soul Dao come from? Chen Shang asked. Why is it so powerful? Actually, it was sanctioned by the Fate Soul 6 clan. It can be seen that the Fate Soul 6 clan is very afraid of your demon soul Dao. Quote. Yes, sister, I have always wanted to know your demon soul Dao. Did you create it, or did you learn it from other places? Shen Junyi also asked. I have heard of the demon soul Dao in the clan, but that was many years ago. The elders in the clan said that the demon soul Dao allows people to cultivate a powerful demon soul, and then gain power through the demon soul. Ying said. Sister Guan, what kind of clan are you from? The Heavenly Mother Palace Master was very surprised. I can understand the demon soul Dao to this degree, even the Shen family can't reach it. I belong to the Kun clan. Guan Ying said. Chen Shang knew that Guan Ying was very honest, so he told others that she was from the Kun clan. Shen Junyi and Palace Master Tianmu, who were originally sitting on the chairs, were shocked to stand up immediately, because they were instinctively hostile to the 6th clan of life and soul. People from the Kun ethnic group have rarely come into contact with them. But they have come into contact with the 6 sacred gates, and the 6 sages of life and soul can directly command the 6 sacred gates, which are the great backers of the 6 sacred gates. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Ying Ying has betrayed the Kun clan. She was almost killed by the Kun clan, but fortunately she escaped to the Da Kun sect in the end. Chen Shang hurriedly walked over and said with a smile, Junyi, you too I saw Ying Ying sent from Kunzu Mountain Villa. She was seriously injured at that time, and I cured her. She? Who is she? Why do you know her? Why can she go to Kunzu Villa? Shen Junyi was shocked. Shen Gongzi, the people of the 6th clan of life and soul are very dangerous. The Heavenly Mother Palace Master was also extremely vigilant at the moment. Dakan Gate was founded by her. Shen Shang said, it's just that after she was founded, she gave it to Kun Min's mother-in-law, and then she has been helping the Kun people for many years. In fact, she was also given to by the Kun people. Fudge. Afterwards, Chen Shang briefly talked about Guan Ying's experience. The main task assigned by the Kun family to Guan Ying is to maintain the natural balance of the Aoshi universe and not allow anyone to interfere with the various natural phenomena of the Aoshi universe, such as the appearance of the great life soul in the Aoshi universe. She appeared, not allowing others to interfere with the great fate soul crossing tribulation. Later, she learned that it was the Kun tribe who lied to them. In fact, the 6th clan of life and soul are like this. They deceived their tribesmen, gave them a great ideal, and made them full of passion to do things, and they always thought they were doing it. Things are just. I once heard the mother of the celestial clan say that the Kun people are all bald. After hearing this, the lord of the celestial mother was puzzled, but she has very long hair. Is it a wig? This is not a wig, this is my masterpiece. Chen Shang smiled and said, I made a special pill for her to eat, and then she will not be able to get rid of this long hair in her life. As expected, you can make any pill, said Palace Master Tianmu. She naturally knew Chen Zhang's unparalleled pill technique. By the way, sister, where did your demon soul Dao come from? I always feel the demon soul Dao is incomplete. Shen Junyi continued, she is not worried about Guan Ying now. Because she could see how Guan Ying was subdued by Chen Shang, she could feel that there was a certain kind of strange energy restraining Guan Ying's soul in Guan Ying's soul, and this power was related to Shen Shang. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord looked at Chen Shang, and it took him a long time to say, the demon soul Dao was created by Master Shen. Of course, it was not perfect at that time and it was very rough. But Master Shen has completed the most core part, and I have spent many years comprehending it, and gradually improved part of it. Both Shen Junyi and Guan Ying looked at Chen Shang in disbelief. This turned out to be created by Chen Shang. However, Chen Shang had been asking about the demon soul Dao just now, he didn't even know. What the hell, when did I create this kind of thing? Why don't I remember? Chen Shang is very big-headed. The Palace Master Heavenly Mother knew him in his previous life, and he also obtained the core part of the demon soul Dao from him, but this has never happened before in his memory. Sister Palace Master, please make things clear. I don't remember this thing. Chen Shang shook his head and said, impossible, I have never created this kind of practice.